How'd your kids? How'd your wife? There's the comic book Babble-On with the last couple of weeks, man. It's kind of OG. A little bit of just Dustin, a little bit of just Nick. Just feels right. We still miss our third person, but
Yeah, but Josh couldn't make it. We tried, and he couldn't make
it. Guys, hit the like button. I'm gonna play this, and then tell
Hold on. That's not how you do this. It's hit the like button while the intro plays, and stay tuned.
All right, I must say I'm gonna have to change that at some point because it still says Saturday night everywhere, all over it. But man, I'm excited for tonight. I've been reading comic books again, which I've never stopped, but I really read a ton of comic books this week because I finished up a manga series I was reading, so I went back over to comic books. I bought a Grail. Okay, I bought a actual Grail, like for the first time.
I can confirm, like this is some I'm sorry. Go ahead, and then
No,
I'll
you're
say
good. And guys, let us know if the audio is okay, as always. But I bought a Grail, and for the first time since I've been collecting comic books, like it felt like that first big comic book again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that emotion, that sensation, like I could not. It was so good packaged, so well packaged too that I had to open up 4 things to get to it, and every time I was like, "Oh, come on!" And I'd been waiting on it for a little over 2 weeks because USPS sucks. But it showed up.
They sure do.
Safe and secure. So I'm super pumped about this. I mean, wow. Just couldn't be more happy. And then there's some big new stuff going on this week, like Image Comics, for example. Some big news out of Image Comics. Todd McFarlane is spinning up his own TV studio. So that was some big news. But we'll talk about some other cool things, and I guess let's go ahead and say some stuff. Say hello to the people in the chat. JT Gamer ordered some stuff from Right Stuff. I do enjoy Right Stuff Anime. I've gotten some damage for stuff from them, but they've always treated me well and actually sent me a handwritten note after it came damaged and apologized. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Right on.
As always, Ruben, Chris Peterson, he's ready for it. 9-2 crew. What up, Chris? Toad. By the way, all Super Chat boxes and all Bro boxes have been sent out minus CJ's because I have to get some more stuff to Dustin because they're up here with me. Let's see. Serge. What's going on, Serge? Is it Serge or Sergey? I think I always messed up. Alan, what's going on? Chris. Hey, $50 worth of Dragon Ball cards. Nothing wrong with that. I love Dragon Ball cards. What up, Killtown? Right on, man. Some dollar bin stuff. Next bin 21. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. What up, Ronnie boy? Cap, what's going on? Put the Braves hat back on, bro. Nobody even likes the Braves. What up, Kyle? And by the way, this is our younger brother, Andy. I would say smaller brother, but I think he's actually taller than both of us. He certainly has a better beard than both of us. I'll give him that. And that is a really...
He's still probably second best looking, though.
Probably. What up, Austin? Congratulations on the sellout of your exclusive. So I don't know if it sold out,
awesome, bro.
I don't know if it sold out at the con or if it ended up coming out like online somewhere. I didn't hear anything about it. But
yeah, it did not. It was
con
it was a con exclusive, and then it was available for purchase online, and it sold out like pretty quick.
Oh,
too.
I didn't know it was. I must have missed that. Hey, no worries, man. We actually. We were talking about that afterwards.
Yeah, we were watching your comments roll in like as the show was been over for like 5 minutes. So, hey, man, it was all good, man. I had no idea about the tattoos. I knew that the tattoos were in there. I had never seen them, did not know how to find them. But so I appreciate you educating us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know if I used a new soap or something. I did. But like my whole forehead is just...
I'm still rocking the Swatchy soap, bro.
Well, I am too, and I just used the bar of tar. It's I just opened up a new one.
Oh, I love the pine tar.
Yeah, and like I don't know, and I've used it before, but it's like and nothing else in my life has changed. I still am not drinking sodas. I'm almost a month away of kicking my Coke addiction.
See, I never had an addiction. It was just one of those things where like I would just wake up some mornings and just really feel like, you know what, I'm getting me a Mountain Dew, but I would just buy like the little 12-ounce cans. Like I quit mine. I don't ever buy like a 20-ounce. I'll buy like a little 12-ounce can, like maybe once every couple weeks. But other than that, I mean, I run through. We run through about 36 packs of these a week.
I can say like I'm a month away from a year being off of it, and I mean totally addicted to Coke and sweet tea too. But like now I'm addicted to like any bubbling water, but it's it's water, so it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, the spots on my head. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. They just
Mike, what's up, bro?
What up, Empire? Y'all need to check out Empire.
Yeah, I've been peeping his stuff. I like that dude's style, man. We have a lot in common with those nostalgia buys, man. Every time I see him post a new video and he says something about nostalgia buys, I get all excited, like, oh, what my man pick up? He was hanging out on the hunt last night, I believe, too. So appreciate that, man. We were out on the hunt last night voting for America, baby. America lost.
Oh, that is the coolest thing that you bought an American flag for your thing. I thought I should do that. I should get Austin LeMay to do like some type of American flag sketch or like this, but like with Two Brothers comics on it. That would be sick.
That would be cool.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about some reads of the week. Dustin and I both read a couple of comic books this week.
I got a big releases.
You did? Right on.
Yeah, I did, and I recorded a video with everything that I got this week. I got some really cool stuff. So those of you who are watching tonight, you're going to get to see it before the video comes out. But guess what? You still have to watch the video. You have to.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to edit that. And I went to we actually tried to install a new router. I went and bought like a $300 Nighthawk router. Dude, garbage. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, hardline is always the way to go. We need to, we need to hook you up a,
I went back
every time I come over, like we can do it. And you never want to do it. Maybe
I went back to the Google mesh system, and it's fine. But yeah, that video was 7 gigs. I was like, oh my god! But like on the Google,
it was like 20 minutes long by the time I got done, and I was like, why?
So Dustin have 361 because I was wondering. I'm not sure if it was a new standard. I sometimes direct have special markings, newsstand specialist. The last of the first print, it's going to go by like. So I'm 361. What do you mean? Help me understand the question a little bit better. Chris said the love affair of soda.
I think Serge is using he might be using that talk to text thing, and it's not picking him up. It does that to me all the time.
All right, let's see. All right, Killtown. Oh yeah, that's right, man. The Braves. And Diamond does seem to have a system outage. Their website was down for quite a bit. Dustin did not get a new tattoo. Thinking your ranks in the military, Dustin, do you guys see Venom, that church bells and everything, the Spider-Man? Yeah, I'm not real sure, man. Oh, right on. Yeah, I love My Hero, bro. So good. All right, let's see.
What's up, Trinity?
I have tried liquid death water. It's really, really good, actually. It's very strange because it doesn't have a taste, but I've drank the regular and the real one. What up, Southern Comic Geek? I'll go check him out. Yeah. I know. I said Coke on purpose. I can't wait. I'm going to go on Twitter and be like, guys, I'm a year free of Coke. And then down below put like Coke, something, I don't know.
Yeah, but Coke could be like Mountain Dew, Sprite, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. I mean, like. Yeah. What up, Trinity?
Yeah, and who knows what's going on with Image. So, and we are going to like have I know I made a joke, but the whole unionization thing going on over there. We'll talk about that and give our specific opinions on it. When I say our opinions, nobody else is, it's affiliated with the channel or anything like that. None, this is just Dustin and I. I don't even know if Dustin knows anything about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to really catch up on much this week. It has been one busy, crazy week. We had baseball tournaments this week, and work has been wild, and just pedal to the metal all week. So I know it happened, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, so. We'll talk about it and kind of I'll give my opinions on it and kind of some of the responses I've seen. But yeah, man, And today, man, was like just all day. I literally went and filled my truck up, and we're gonna get to comic books in like 5 seconds, guys. Dustin and I haven't caught up, and when you normally have a long conversation before the stream, and then tonight we're like, well, let's just kick it off because we always tend to have really good conversations, and then you guys miss them. But I went and picked up all of our Christmas stuff out of the storage unit, and you know my wife, she has everything. She has so much Christmas stuff. It's her favorite time of year. But literally, the bed of my truck, the back of my truck, and the side of like passenger seat of my truck, I was holding stuff to keep it from. I am literally sore from picking up all of these totes and the 3 Christmas trees. I got a little Christmas tree down here that you guys can't see, but I don't have a stand for it. It's gone somewhere. But that's what we did all day whilst trying to deal with a 2-year-old who wanted to do nothing but go outside and look at those blow-ups.
Yeah. We left Hagen with Mimi and Lulu, and we got to go spend the day together. Went and got a real nice dinner.
Precious angels.
Christmas shopping. That was our first time since our anniversary in March, so
yeah,
it's pretty nice.
I know. Sometimes nothing like getting away with the kid. I'm just happy like to get Ellie to go to sleep by 8 o'clock most nights. You know, that feels like a win. So, but anyways, what up, TK? What up, Tyler? Hey, Tyler, I sent you something in the mail. You'll never guess what it is. And what up, Kenny? You'll never guess what it is, Tyler.
It doesn't matter because Tyler sucks.
Man, I should have wrote that. Oh my God! Every time I see they're live, I will go in there and the first night they were live.
You go on there and put Tyler sucks too.
Oh, I super chat it. I
do the same thing. Yeah. I'll just bomb the chat with it.
Look, if I'm being honest, I bet you I have spent probably close to $50 on their channel just for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
They're brilliant. They're so dang creative. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so we'll talk about kind of. I think we should talk about the Eternals too. I haven't seen it yet. I was trying to get Sky. I was like, hey, I texted her yesterday. I was like, hey, see if your mom and dad will take Ellie and let's go watch a movie. And they're in Atlanta with Pop, so I really want to go watch them just so I can see if they're as bad as people think they are.
Maybe we can try to come down next weekend or something. Maybe we can go watch it.
I think we may be coming down to your place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we haven't. We were talking about that today. We may be coming down next week because
following. That's good. Actually, that's good because I told John you might be coming down next week because he was asking if you were buying that book. He almost sold it to somebody, but I told him no.
Dang, you should have let him sell it. Nah, bro, you need that book. I got this Disney trip coming up, man. And then I just bought my Grail, the Grail. Honestly, like this would be almost the holy grail of grails for this. Yeah, pretty close. But anyways, I hate I haven't got to see Venom because I really do want to see it. And I don't think you and I talked about it much. Was it good?
Good. Yeah, I liked it.
Well, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do new pickups. And then
here we go. Cut him off.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Alan, listen to Alan has great manga recommendations because I've been giving him manga recommendations. And I hope James jumps on here, man. I sent James a little something. As a thank you because he ruined my life with manga. So I'm trying to give back to the guy. But anyways, what were you go first?
All right. First, let's see. Let me just put this on. This was just sitting on top.
Oh, that's the wrong coffee cup. That was from yesterday. That was gross.
I'm going to be making a TikTok apology video to the Braves organization and admitting my lack of faith. It may go viral, but I just want them to know I'm sorry. But anyway, so for new comics, picked up Chip Zdarsky's new series, Newburn #1. We're going to talk about this. I think Nick and I both were kind of feeling the same way, all the way from the beginning, the middle, and then at the end, we kind of had the same feeling. I think.
Yeah.
Walking Dead Deluxe 25. Finally got to read that, as well as 26. And we know what's coming next. We know who's coming next to number 27. You got that You got that second. Well, let's see. I guess 1 and 2 would be the first two big first appearances, and then you get Michonne, and then 27 is the Governor, baby.
Yeah.
So excited to read that. I got 2 copies of that. Oh man, this thing flew off the shelves. I mean, the Spawn 323, that awesome Halloween cover. You got Cap on the front.
That is
Batman,
too
Wonder Woman.
freaking funny. The fact that man put all those characters as he's brilliant.
Not
That
even
almost looks
not,
like a
and
CGI cover.
not only that, but look in the mailbox. Hold on, let me take it out because I just noticed this because I was just trying to like pick through and look and see like everything that was on here. Like there's got to be something. There's got to be more stuff. So I'm looking, and you got Violator on the sign here.
Yep.
You got a little Spawn toy. Look in the mailbox.
Hold on, it's not focused yet. Oh, it's a Raven?
It looks like it is a Raven. I thought it was a Venom symbiote. I thought it was a symbiote. I thought it was like the Venom symbiote, but you're right. It's like a crow or something. Dang.
Okay.
It took me putting it up there to see that those are
No,
feet.
you're good.
I thought it was like the Venom eye and like the tentacles coming out. Wow. But anyway, I mean, still really cool. Great cover.
What up, Perry? And I think I saw TK earlier.
Yep. But
he said make it big. Let me make yourself big.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I don't know if that worked. I just did it on my end.
So I had pre-ordered this off FOC, and I guess I ordered it twice, so I got 2 of them. So I'll probably put one on my Whatnot tomorrow because I do have a Whatnot sale in the morning at 11:30. Tons of stuff.
Still trying to. I've yet to sell these books. But yeah, that thing does look good. I love a good Violator cover.
Absolutely.
And reading Spawn, honestly, like this is gonna sound bad because it's like Todd McFarlane. Like I'm telling Todd McFarlane what should have been better. But like I feel like he wasn't used enough in like the first 50 issues. Like he did some pretty cool stuff, but like Violator, man. I'll put his Whatnot info in the chat here in just a second, but I believe it's spell it out, Two Brothers Comics with underscores between each. Yep. I have the one that's at Two Brothers Comics because I created it a long time ago and never sold from it. I just was trying to buy, and Dustin thought it was a scam account, but it's actually just mine.
Yeah. Ryan sent it to me. He was like, "What's up with this?" And I was like, "What is up with that?"
I really need to get Brian to like somehow turn your username into that. Or Jack, not Brian.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of Whatnot sent us something.
A
little sticker.
No, look at that.
Another little sticker. A little pin.
Look at that.
Another little pin.
So there's one for each of us, I guess.
Yep. And then actually there's a like you remember the drawstring sports bag? So there's one of those.
I saw somebody post all that stuff.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Instagram. Yeah. Okay.
And it kind of looks, it's a bad bag. It's like, but it's a bag. You know what I mean?
So somebody left this at the LCS for me, and I don't know who it was, but obviously it was one of you guys, and I appreciate it. They knew that I'm a big Captain America fan. They knew that I'm a big Steranko fan. That's my guy. And so they dropped off this awesome Avenger Standoff.
Dang.
Captain America cover, and this is the Jim Steranko variant. It even says it across the top. Steranko variant.
That's awesome, man.
So that was really cool. I appreciated that. And then this week was my birthday. So Monday.
That's right. It was your birthday.
Yep. So Monday when I got off work, I got off a little early Monday, and I told my wife, I was like, man, I kind of want to go to Dave's and be like, hey, man, I just thought I'd come in here and shop around for my birthday and see if maybe he'd give me the extra hookup on my birthday. He didn't. He said I didn't buy enough to get a good discount this time. He said, you didn't buy anything. But I did pick up some books that I really, really liked. One of them I was talking about last week, and I know Dan, he was on here talking about how great this story was, and I read this story this week. It was one of my favorite books I've ever read. So I picked up finally that Marvel 2-in-1 annual, and I believe at this time newsstands were on everything, but this is that awesome story where the champion, that's the guy's name, first appearance as well, He goes around and picks up all of Earth's mightiest heroes, and heroes, with like brute strength, and challenges them to a fight. And basically, it doesn't work out for anybody except the Thing. He ends up losing, but he earns the champion's respect, who is noted as being more powerful than Galactus in this story. And he earned his respect because he would not give up. He was dragging himself across the ring to keep fighting. So I was glad to pick that up. Great story. Then I picked up this Fantastic Four 86. Now, when I went to that Comic-Con with Sean a few weeks ago, both of us saw like 3 copies of this book, and both of us almost purchased it every time we saw it, and we didn't. And I found a really nice copy, and I loved the Doom cover. I'm interested to know why we have 5 members of the Fantastic Four and why they are victims. So I can't wait to read this one. And then I picked up this cool Galactus Silver Surfer cover here, another Silver Age Fantastic Four, also featuring the Punisher. And that's Galactus's crony. This Punisher right here was before the ASM 129 Punisher. This was the original guy, this little crony guy. And then I made a purchase on eBay, and the guy was actually local in Woodstock. I asked if I could just pick it up, but he wouldn't do that. But I did set a record-breaking sale on this book. Unfortunately, I was on the buying end of that sale, but there's not many of these available, especially in the lower grades. So I kind of feel like the FMB might be a little outdated. But nonetheless, if this ends up on Comic Tom's Hot 10 for a new record-breaking sale, it was because of me. Just letting you guys know. You heard it here first, and you make sure to let him know. But it's Fantastic Four, issue 25.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Couple of cool things about this. One, it's never been pressed or clean, and there are so many pressable defects on here. I think I could probably bump this to a 3, maybe a 3.5. But this is the first time the Thing and the Hulk battle one-on-one. They did have an encounter in Fantastic Four in number 12, but it was more of a squabble, and it was against the whole team. This book, they fight one-on-one throughout the whole book. Really, really awesome read. And I got to sit down and read this with my kid this week. Hagen saw the book. He wanted to know what the story was about. So me and him sat down and we read it together, and we both enjoyed that so much. It's also the second appearance in the Silver Age of Captain America. So that was super cool.
Yeah.
Super, super cool. So I was pumped to have that, especially with it being something that could be gray bumped. I mean, look how dirty the back is.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the spine roll looks pretty rough.
Yeah, the whole front is wrinkled to pieces. So
yeah,
definitely think I can get a grade bump on that. But that was my pickups for this week. I had a pretty good week.
Yeah, right on.
And yeah, buying anything else this year. I'm not allowed to. My wife, we done took all the whatnot sale money. It's in the bank account now. I don't have no money that she can't see. So I am done.
So you have what, like 45 days left to be,
before I can start over. I know.
wait till December 1st, and your wife be like, "You're done for the year." But okay, but I'm fine. Yep. January 1st, though. I'm going.
Yep, that's it. And I've got a couple of things in mind. Some really tough.
I think I have one more book I'm going to buy, and if we do come down next weekend, it'll probably be that, and then be done.
We got to start working on. You got to start thinking about next year's goals, man, and
goals and hunt lists. We're like 218 people away. So if you know 218 people, please tell them to come check us out, because I would love to hit that 5K by January 1.
And at least get halfway to the goal that Nick set.
Yeah, what was it, 8K? I think
you said 10.
Was it 10? I thought I said 8.
No, you said 10, and I don't remember what I said.
I'm pretty sure you said 5.
I might have said 5. I was actually listening back to that.
Yeah.
And
guys, I'm about to hit up the chat in just a second.
I like that, Chris. I was actually listening back to our goals for 2021 video just to see how we had done. And we have all 3 been all over the place. Justin achieved 1 goal. I achieved 1 goal. And I think me and you achieved another goal that we had at the same time. But it'll be fun to go back and do that how did we do video at the end of December.
I don't even remember it all. So, all right, I'm gonna, before I show off what I picked up, which isn't much this week, because I haven't been to the shop today. So which one is Dustin? Which one is Nick? I myself am Nick. That one's Dustin. What up, Bearded? Y'all need to go check out Bearded. Thank you for calling me pretty. I do appreciate that, Greg. What up, Terry? Awesome, man. Big Nosh in the building. I was running a little late. I drove 60. That's what I'm talking about, man. Glad to have you, Nosh. When will we get Something is Killing the Hulks? Dude, Austin, that actually would be pretty cool, right? Because you could have like the Hulk #1 homage and like have Hulk in the background in the trees or something, and then have Banner down below. Oh, man.
It has something as close as he can get to a cap shield. You know,
Yeah.
For copyright purposes, they had to add those extra stars. But yeah,
Nothing is killing the Hulk. Somebody go get Austin and tell him that's another great one.
look,
I'm serious. I mean, I
think keep just wearing Austin down. The man's gonna quit drawing.
man loves it. I know he does.
He does.
All right. So before I show off my Grail, look what I've got set up for Iron Man this week. All right. So this is the Iron Man setup this week. He's got the sword and shield. I went with the helmet. He's got the blaster on. He's in a little flight stand. So
he has both forearms.
What now?
He has both forearms.
He does. He has all forearms. So that's what we're set up with this week. All right, guys, y'all ready?
That's right, Austin. Appreciate that, man. That was super cool to have been able to be on the ground floor of that. Something's killing the turtles.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, think about it, right? That it could be green, and then like, I'm thinking, like, obviously I'm not an artist, but I think if you had the Hulk kind of looming in the background in the shadows, Bruce Banner kind of where Erica Slaughter would be. I mean, you're talking. Oh, yeah. And yes, it was Dustin's birthday on November 1st. Maybe next weekend we'll do the birthday stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that little video I did. I thought it was very sincere and heartfelt. It took entirely way too long for like 4 minutes because I went through every single
I enjoyed it.
Little video. JT, just start from volume 1, man. Volume 1 and keep going from there. And that's literally it. That's what's great about manga is, oh snap, a new superhero official movie trailer from Dragon Ball. I can't believe I missed that. But yeah, that's what's great about manga is literally you just start with volume 1 and you're good. All right, you ready? Y'all ready for the Grail?
And like this is something I would definitely consider to be a Grail for Nick, because this is something that he has been pining after since his birthday, when I got him that first box of these things and got him hooked on them. And well, I mean, you bought the packs.
Yeah, no, you gave me the box first, I think, right?
Maybe I did.
You gave me the box, and then
and then we got the packs. Yeah, so I know like what he's been going through trying to get this, and continuously buying more and more. Like this is the one he wanted, and he couldn't pull it. And so, yeah, like this is something I would consider Grail level.
And I want to say a huge shout out to Comic Book Sal. I don't know if you ever saw my Instagram post, but he is on Instagram, Comic Book Sal. He's the reason I started really being interested in these and even wanting them, because of his posts. And he told me how to go about trying to find them and stuff. It was really, like, honestly, I was probably a bit annoying, but totally nice. And then he reached out to me whenever he was going to sell this, and he's like, look, are you interested? And I said, no, I just bought an ASM 50. I can't do it right now. And he goes, he literally responded, well, I was going to let it go, cheap, but I go, he goes, but that's fine. I was like, dang it. I said, well, how much? And he goes, about half of what it's going for. And I was like, all right, cool. So I bought it, threw in some extra there as a thank you, because he certainly didn't have to do that. And it showed up, and boom. Hold on, here it goes. Look at that. Son Goku, Frieza. I mean, just, and if you don't like Dragon Ball, that's fine. But it's the miraculous conclusion. This ends up this right here basically is the kind of like the final scene of the last arc of Dragon Ball Super, and in the manga it kind of goes on, and it's a little bit different. But man, this is just such a beautiful card. So super pumped to have that one in the collection, and I just couldn't get it unwrapped fast enough. But it was pretty cool because look, he has his own thing, PokeSal. Check it out, Dustin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty neat. So, but he packaged it very, very well. I was super pumped, man. And Perry, this isn't from the Frieza saga. This is from Dragon Ball Super. This is actually when they team up to go after Jiren. They're at the Dragon Ball Super arc, that last one. But the manga keeps going, and read the manga, Perry. If you've never read manga, Perry, definitely read Dragon Ball Super because it's a good gateway, especially if you like Dragon Ball. What other manga should you get? Attack on Titan is great. I just finished Assassination's Classroom. That's a little bit slower paced, but still good. I know Toad, but I did not have to pay that because of how awesome this man is. Yeah.
The Pokemon Adventures manga is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. There's just so much. I've read all of Black Clover. I'd have to go through all of the things I've read this year. But yeah, Perry, it's so good. And it's like, they still hate each other and all, but it's pretty cool. But it's such an amazing scene from that episode.
Well, Ryan been killing it on Whatnot. This man's doing shows at 7:00 in the morning on Saturdays.
Dang, I need to send my books up there to him. Maybe he can do it, or just I don't know. I still have if anybody wants, or what is it? Ironheart #1, cover A96. I'll let it go for huh?
Show it off.
Yeah, it's in a box. I have to pull it in a second. I'll let it go for $120 shipped. That's cheaper than eBay.
Man, I missed out on getting an upgrade on a major grail for me. I've already got an 8.5 in Iron Fist 14, but last night I was hanging out with my man Russ Houdat on his channel, and he and Jeff Silversmith were just doing a pop-up sale, and Jeff was just doing half off on crazy books, insane books, half off, and he had a 9.2 Iron Fist 14. He put it up for $800. That book is selling for over $1,200.
Dang.
And I was like, man, how can I make this work? And somebody claimed it, and I was like, no. And Jeff told me, he's like, man, I was literally about to tell you, give me your 8.5 and $200 and we'll call it good. And I was like, oh my God, I would have had $400 and a 9.2.
Yeah.
I paid $200 for my 8.5, and I was literally almost in tears, could not believe it. I was so upset.
So guys, this is where
another kid.
Yeah, so this is where Justin is right now. He's at a hockey game. It's hockey season, folks. It's hockey season.
And last weekend he had something going on. The weekend before that he had something else going on. So basically, it's
a busy time right now.
Yeah.
Dude, Frieza gets so much worse, and some of the people that come after Frieza are even so much worse.
I feel like he's made us less important than his children at this point.
Oh man, did he just get canceled? Probably. Who knows? Perry, when are we going to get you and Bueller on to fight each other again? It's been a year now, or 2 years. No, a year. That needs to happen. All right. Did you have any other pickups? Anything else cool? I don't think anything else came in this week for me. The Whatnot stuff.
Hagen and I bought some more Pokemon cards last night. We're still chasing.
Oh yeah,
that Venusaur and the Charizard. We didn't get either one of those, but we did pull our third golden.
Dang.
Third one of these we've pulled.
How much is the Charizard?
The Charizard is almost $200.
We'll sell 2 Mews, put a little money with it, and go buy it for him.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, I think it's like you gotta pull that one. You gotta pull it.
Yeah,
we watch Leonhardt. He's the biggest Pokemon YouTuber on the planet. He's got over 1 billion subscribers, and he's yet to pull that Mew. And Hagen and I have pulled 3 of them.
That's fun.
Every time we've opened celebrations packs and done a pack break, we have pulled it.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I was there that night, the first one, and then last night.
Yep, and then yep. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, Hagen loves that. Loves getting on here and showing off those Pokemon cards.
Yep. I know it's not the same, Chris, but sometimes it is cheaper. Yeah, I'm not going to lose any more parts. Sorry, JT. Sometimes the chats, man, they always. Yeah, I would always recommend finishing up your box sets.
Yeah, the chat sometimes jumps on us when we don't catch all the comments. So we're not ignoring anybody. It's just sometimes we don't get to see them. So just type it in there.
Yep. All right. Let's see.
And then somebody asked,
we need to figure out how to get Whatnot, the Babble-On on Whatnot.
That'd be cool. Killtown. So we actually got invited to go to Kusacon. They actually contacted us and asked us if we wanted to come. We just couldn't make it happen today. We just had too much going on, and we weren't able to make that happen. But we will be at Huntsville Comic-Con. We always do it big there. That
we'll be there with a crane.
That is our con.
And I'm hoping
we'll be there, and then we're going to be in a couple of weeks after that. We'll be back at Lexington as well. I don't know if we're going to go anything else
because those are so close together.
Yeah, we might not go to anything else before then. I know we're not doing C2E2. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on the rules and regulations on cons at this point on whether or not we're going to go and how close they are.
Yeah. I'm hoping for Huntsville, though, that I'll be able to upgrade my camera to the new Sony A7 IV and a new lens and get that thing out and have just a phenomenal video this year.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And every year. So
Toadman wants to know if we can do a top 10 JRJR covers. He's wanting to send some books to get signed.
Maybe we don't do I did see that 10. Comment. Is that John Romita Jr.?
Yeah. So maybe not a top 10, but maybe at the end of the show, we'll just go through and just look at some of the most rad, awesome JR covers.
Yeah. My brother-in-law he sent something off.
Get a 40-foot boom this time.
I think mine is actually
understood how big that one he has is.
It's not small. I want to say it's like
a good 25 foot, and that itself is a whole mess to deal with around around.
And it's so funny watching people. They're like,
yeah, because we're pushing this thing around on wheels, and right through the middle of crowds, like, hey, get out of the way.
And it was really bad COVID last time. Not bad COVID, but like, people are still being weird about it. Rightfully so. But like I was taking the camera and like booming it into people's face. It was funny. But that video turned out okay. There's a few things I want to change about it, but I'm at that point I was kind of limited by my equipment, honestly. So I spent a lot of money last year getting that thing set up.
Oh, that's a recommendation, Barrett.
What?
Send in the 911 all black and let him remark it.
That's what Logan did. That's exactly what Logan sent in. So I think it'll be cool.
I've seen people do some really cool stuff on those, but
yeah, I think that's the one he sent in to just have him sign it. Maybe not. I think he thought about it. I don't know. I'll have to text him.
We'll definitely look at some really cool JRJR covers there for sure. I know I've got a really awesome John Romita Sr. Captain America book that I would love to get him to sign one day if it's at any way possible. But he doesn't do signings anymore except for like very small private signings, and they're kind of hard to catch. So, but I'm working with Bullseye Bob on keeping track on that. So maybe I can send that in. Maybe Nick can send that ASM 50 in and get signed. That would be the coolest thing ever for him to sign. Like, that would be sweet.
But I don't know. I really don't know. Because like I said, I mean, that book to me, like, is all about the cover. And I don't know.
He did the cover.
I know.
And just, I'm saying, even if you just get, like, window box, put a little window, small window somewhere where you just get a small signature.
Bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, just something like that, just so it's on there. I mean, it's going to add crazy value to that book. And, having somebody that important to that series, to that character, the development. I mean, at the same time, I don't want to let John, I'm probably not going to get Kevin Eastman to sign my Turtles 1, but I've talked to you about that, and then I've said multiple times, I may just let him sign the inside cover if I do it.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking, well, maybe I'll let him sign the back cover. And then last night on Whodats, I said, I think I'm gonna let him sign the back cover. And everybody's like, no, if you get him to sign it, sign the inside. And I was like, well, originally that's what I thought I was gonna do, and everybody thought it was stupid. So now I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna get it graded. I don't need him to sign it.
Well, yeah.
I might get him to sign something else, maybe, but who knows? We'll see. I'm not really happy with him right now, anyway. And I might voice that to him when I meet him nose to nose. I'm getting nose to nose with him. Like, what is going on with the turtles, bro? What is going on?
I thought you were gonna say something else. I thought you were gonna say you're gonna F him up.
Oh no!
It's like, dang, we're not even close to midnight tonight. Okay, so manga Eden Zeros. I don't know what that is, but I have to check it out. I'm kind of interested. Still kind of determining what I'm going to read next. I got to consult with my boy James. I miss talking to the guy. We haven't had it, like, I guess really like this month. You quit paying Pokemon a lot. I haven't had a chance to really talk to him.
Work has picked up so much for me.
When you change jobs, that killed you.
Yeah, I have no
and then your boss's heart attack.
Yeah, I mean, I've pretty much been running everything for the last like 2 months almost. He's finally back, but
yeah,
I mean, half the jobs I'm running, and then there's one big job that he comes in when we work on that one. I was up on a lift Thursday, and I was probably about 35, 40 feet up and trying to reach the cable, and I couldn't reach it. And I could literally feel him burning a hole through the back of my head, looking at me like, will you just jump off the lift, climb up on the wall, and grab the cable? And I finally was like, whatever, I'm just going to do it because I know I know he's looking at me. So I look down and he's looking at me. So I'm looking around, making sure that OSHA and none of the general contractor guys or safety guys are walking around. He's like, you're good. So I unstrap my harness and I climb up on the I-beam attached to the roof. And I'm just hanging off the side of the wall, grabbing the cable, feeding it across. Just, if I fall, I'm going to die.
So I watched a video today about a day in the life of, it was yesterday actually. There's this YouTube channel. It's called Tokyo Zebra or something like that, or Tokyo Palo or something. I don't know. I saw it because it was a day in the life of a manga creator, and then I've just been sucked into this ever since. But they did one about a Japanese home builder and construction, right? And this construction site, dude, was spotless. Okay. Everything from the building. No, I mean, it was weird, dude, because I've been on those sites with you and I've worked with you and I know how it is. And holy crap, dude, like, they have somebody. Do you want to talk about having a GC down your neck all the time? I mean, literally, like, from the morning you walk in, you have to, I mean, it's crazy. But the job site,
that's the way this job site is, man. Like, but the thing is like, they get on you for the stupidest things. Like, I'm standing in the middle of the outside, like in the yard, and we've got a lift that's down. So I got the side lifted up, trying to figure out what's going on with it. And I don't have my safety glasses on, and we're just standing there at this point. And he's like, "Hey, man, you need to put on your safety glasses." And I'm like, "What are you gonna poke me in the eye?" And then we have to wear a mask to get on the buck hoist, which is an elevator outside. And then we pack 40 guys into it. So you're nut to butt, shoulder to shoulder with everybody. But then you look at the portable restrooms and all of them are just destroyed.
Yeah.
Disgusting, horrible conditions and nowhere to wash your hands, no sanitizing stations, nothing. But we're going to worry about sunglass or safety glasses and wearing a mask on the buck hoist. They make these general contractors make no sense. But yeah, it's a fun job sometimes though. I enjoyed it. It's always something to keep you on your toes. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what's Justin, or where's Justin? Oh, where's Justin? What's Justin?
No, I'm Dustin.
How was the game tonight? Is it over? Did they win? And you know how to get on here if you do want to. Justin, never heard of her.
Justin, I mentioned to Nick, I think that we've been put on the priority scale, below your kids at this point. I feel I'm
3D
not
Doritos,
the dog,
hockey, the dog,
comics,
comics, the kids,
the wife,
Liz,
and then us.
us.
Tacos, then us.
Tacos, then us for sure.
Yeah. Tacos probably go above the kids, like right under the dog.
Probably, yeah, right, yeah. That and hockey, yeah.
We'll have to see the shirt. I forgot.
For sure. All right, let's talk about some of the books. Let's do a bit of a review period here.
Oh, yeah, because we both read some exciting stuff.
And we're back.
And we are back.
And we're back. So, Dustin, did you read The Walking Dead?
I did. I read 2 issues of The Walking Dead this week. Nothing super exciting happened in these issues. I think these are just, sometimes you get those slow issues that are kind of filler to build up to something that's coming, and that's what these were. So they basically found some riot gear, and they're testing that out, and then they saw a helicopter go down, and so the whole issue was Rick and Michonne and Glenn, can't think of his name, going to find the crash site, see if anybody was there and alive. They get there, they see a bunch of footprints on the ground, and the people are gone. So they're like, okay, somebody was closer than us, and we were pretty close and took them. Also, Carol now wants to have a 3-way marriage with Rick and Lori, which is that didn't see that one coming.
That is strange.
She proposed to Lori that you guys should let me marry you. We can raise Carl and a new baby together. I love both of you, and hey, this is a new world we live in, so we don't have to go along with the old rules. We can just be a throuple. And I'm like,
so that must be why they introduced Daryl into the TV show, because he's never in the comics. Did you know that?
I did.
Okay. I just didn't know if you were just waiting on him to show up. Maybe that's why they introduced him as her weird love interest.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was because they decided not to give Rick any kind of a backbone, so they had to have some kind of character that made sense to keep everybody alive, because Rick sure as hell couldn't do it.
Oh man.
So yeah, that issue was pretty neat. And I'll do a quick this book right here. I already gave some on it. Like I said, this book was really, really cool. All these characters you see here: Colossus, Sasquatch, Wonder Man, Thor, Hulk, Submariner, Thing. All these guys, like big brutes, fighting for America, baby. Fighting for basically Earth. And you have this alien, and he is called the Champion, and this is his first appearance in comics. And as I said, he is promoted in his book as being stronger even than Galactus, which is wild to think of, that there's a character out there stronger than Galactus, which, if you've read anything about Galactus through the years, like, they say he's a big bad dude, but somehow he always gets dissed. But this guy is tough. And
speaking of that, so I'm at the part where Jason Aaron's run. There's a part in there where Thor and Galactus fight. Remind me to bring that up.
Okay. So basically, the Champion goes from, world to world, searching out formidable opponents, and no one's ever made it past the first round with him. That's all he's looking for, is competition. So all of these characters are given their own little alien to train them. And it kind of gave me like the Rocky 1 feel, where Apollo's like, I need competition. I want to give some lowlife a shot at the belt. And that's what this guy's doing. So they're all training. Well, Submariner just gets all pissy immediately during training, and is just like, I'm going to go take this guy out right now. And then poof, he's just put back on Earth. Now, if they lose, he destroys Earth. So I think the first person he fights was like Thor. Thor gets disqualified because he uses Mjolnir, and he refuses not to. But if he puts Mjolnir down, he's going to revert back to Donald Blake, and then he's no good. So he gets disqualified. Hulk obviously gets disqualified because at this point, he does have the mind of Bruce Banner, but he has to keep himself under control, because if he loses his temper, he's going to turn back into the Hulk. Well, he does that, and he gets disqualified for just hulking out and being crazy. Colossus gets absolutely just slung. That dude gets drug.
Colossus is overrated.
Yeah,
Especially when you put him in the likes of like the Hulk and Mjolnir.
Sasquatch, I believe he got disqualified as well. And then you get Ben Grimm in there, and Ben Grimm comes in there and he knocks the holy hell out of the champion and just like, whoa, what happened? This has never happened before. He goes 3 rounds with him. He ends up losing, but he refuses to give up. And, he's like, you'll never you didn't defeat me. The ref called the match, and he's like, you're right. He's like, we could fight 100 times, and I probably would never defeat you because I could never kill your spirit. And, you were a formidable opponent, and you have my respect. He called him a friend, said Earth is good to go. You don't have to worry. So it was just a really fun read and very, very enjoyable, just like everyone said. And then this one I read, and I really wish Josh was here because I had some questions about this. So if anybody in the chat can answer these questions, I would love for you to. But you have the Hulk has been kicked out of the Fantastic Four. The Hulk has been replaced in the Avengers by Captain America. Obvious choice. Hello. So he's very upset. So now he is headed to New York City to destroy it and search for the Avengers so he can destroy them. And Reed Richards, in the beginning of the book, has come up with some kind of serum that if Ben Grimm drinks it, he thinks he'll be able to revert back to being a human. And Ben's like, no, I don't want to do it. Alicia loves me the way I am. I don't want to change back. What if she doesn't love me anymore? Somehow Reed contracts a virus through messing with all of this stuff. And he's like out, like done, can't do anything. And so Johnny Storm's like, all right, I'm going to go get a doctor. While he's flying to go get a doctor, he sees Hulk tearing up the city. So he goes down there to stop him. Hulk drags him, destroys him, takes him out. And then Reed's like, okay, look, you have to go and handle this thing. So Thing and the Invisible Girl, they go to try to handle it. Thing gets knocked senseless immediately. Invisible Girl's trying to cover him with her force field. Well, Hulk smashes that, basically causes her to pass out. Now Ben Grimm and the Hulk are going one-on-one. The entire book, just knockdown, drag out brawl, and it was super cool. And the Thing, if we're counting rounds, he got a few rounds in there, but I mean, all in all, he couldn't hang too good. But it's weird. The one weird thing, the question I have is the Hulk continuously, and this book is from April of 1964, but the Hulk continuously refers to Banner as Bob Banner. And I've never seen that. And that really confused me that throughout this book, he was not called Bruce Banner. He was Bob Banner. So I didn't understand what that was about, because I think even some of the other characters refer to him as Bob Banner. I think even Thor and Captain America did. So I wasn't familiar with Bob Banner. So if anybody knows what the deal with that is, was he originally a Bob Banner? I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know.
Let me see.
I was gonna check, do some research and try to find out, but we read it really late, and then I had to record a video, and I didn't even think nothing about it after the next day. So, but a really cool story, very enjoyable. My kid, he loved it. I really, really had a good time reading that to him. We enjoyed it a lot. Okay, so Trinity says they called him Bob Banner in the Avengers, yet they called him Bruce also. Oh, okay. So Ryan, there you go. Robert Bruce Banner. Got it. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Again, I'm really just now diving into the Silver Age.
That's what it is. So
as far as reading,
Lee gave the Hulk's alter ego the alliterative name, basically like double B's, Bruce Banner, because he found he had less difficulty remembering alternate alliterative names. Basically, that's why he wouldn't forget what they're called. Despite this, in later stories, he misremembered the character's name and referred to him as Bob Banner, which was an error. And then
Oh, and Trinity's confirming that. I heard that it was
Yep.
mostly due to Stan Lee being scatterbrained.
Yep,
Okay,
that's
cool.
exactly what it is. And then Robert Bruce Banner was what it came out later on. So, yeah. All right. Is that RM6? Shout out for the $6 super chat. So mine is just the same thing as always. And then Dustin, what you got?
I've got my Brain Candy retro Mortal Kombat video game shirt, and on the back,
that one is actually really cool. Mine's just kind of the lame one.
Yeah, once I saw Brain Candy putting this out, because my man Ryan always tagging me in the good stuff. Once I saw it, I had to grab it.
That is a cool thing. I never knew about that being a mistake. I should do like a 2-minute comic book history, but nobody ever watches those videos apparently, so I quit doing them again. But that is really cool because I never knew that.
Yeah, that was something when I was
Thanks
reading
again for the $6 super chat.
Absolutely. Yeah, when I was reading it, I was like, why are they calling this man Bob? I was like, that's weird. But like I said, I'm just now really diving into the reading of the Silver Age stuff, and I've kind of been on a Fantastic Four kick. And
what is so you've been reading the Silver Age stuff. What are your thoughts on like the 4-color and the different illustration style? Obviously much different than what we read today. Is it bothering you? Are you used to it yet?
Getting there, yeah. Sometimes, man, it's the interiors are like, man, you guys really, it seems rushed sometimes, the illustrations. Like the covers look great, but then the illustrations on the inside sometimes aren't as good. Obviously, they didn't have the same, stuff available they do now.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to see how far comics have come. And then when you're looking at the coloring, and you can see like, the coloring is way outside of the lines on a lot of stuff on there too. So it's different, but I'm enjoying it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never knew what the 4-color thing was. Where they just had red, blue, and green.
Basically, yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm digging it though. Red, blue, green, and yellow, I guess.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I'm digging it. It's been good.
It's something you'll get used to. Like the more you read it, the more you'll be.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna jump onto after Fantastic Four. I may just like start jumping around like to this issue of this book and this issue of that book, but I definitely want to try to read some of the Kirby Thor run.
Yeah.
I want to read the original Hulk series 1 through 6.
Yeah.
I'd kind of like to go back and read some of the early Fantastic Four with the Doom and stuff like that, but not sure. But yeah, I've been reading it all digitally because yeah, well, they don't make reprints for every issue, and I'm not cracking open a Fantastic 425. So
this has single-handedly been the most exciting thing for me in comic books this year.
I still want to get one of those. I'm what I'm using is a laptop that folds backwards into a
this
tablet.
Is perfect for it.
Yeah, it's super.
You can even get you an iPad
heavy.
Mini if you don't want something this big, but this is cheaper.
I mean, I like the size of mine. Yeah. Like it's a decent size, and I like the size, but it's heavy. And like the other day, I was reading in bed, and I accidentally, how like sometimes you're looking at your phone and it's above your head, and you accidentally drop it on your face. I did that with an entire laptop. Like I let it like slip, and it hit me right in the bridge of the nose, and I was just like, ah! And my wife's like, "What?" And I was like, "Nothing."
This is just an iPad, Chris, and I just have the stickers. But no, like literally what I do is you're gonna laugh, but like I have the panel pulled up. I wanted to show y'all. But literally what I do is I lay to the left of me, and then I put while Sky's laying down, she's snoozing, I put my tablet up against her back and then just rest the iPad up against her back, and then I just swipe and I don't have to do anything. And when she starts moving and stuff, I'm like, stop. And she goes, "You better stop." I'm like, oh, I'm really loud. And Ellie's asleep. I'm like, I'm trying to read comics and you're moving around. It's funny.
I fell asleep the other night. I had stayed up Tuesday night till after midnight, to watch the World Series ending, and the next day I didn't get home from work till like 7:30 at night, and Amanda and Hagen left to take Grandma somewhere to drop her off while I was in the shower. So I got out of the bathroom to just lay down in the bed. I was just tired, and I sat there and I started reading that this book here, and I had just fallen asleep, I guess. I mean, when I lay down, I can't sit there and read. I immediately pass out. I'm so freaking tired. I can't.
Yeah,
do it.
dude, it definitely is something where, like, some nights I can get quite a few, especially if I'm really into it. But like while I was finishing up Assassination Classroom earlier this week, like it was a struggle until there was one big reveal towards the end, and then I was like, nice. So, it really depends on what you're reading and stuff, and especially like some of the old stuff where it's a lot of like actual dialogue versus Trinity. I don't know who's sending you $1,000 super chat, but they need to come over here.
They're talking about the T-shirt guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
He said that it's going to be the next big T-shirt Mongol in Singapore or Bangladesh.
Gotcha. So yes and no. And like I said, like some of these I just want to read the stories, but I don't want to go buy 100 issues of a run, right? Like I read the entire Ultimate Spider-Man run on here. I'm not going to go buy all those and read them and want to have the space for that, right?
Mhm.
There's maybe like a few issues. Honestly, the covers in Ultimate Spider-Man suck, but that's not here or there. But like All New Wolverine, I read that digitally. A phenomenal story, but I went and bought number 1, right? So like it just depends. Like I still enjoy the new comic book day books, reading those. But in like the manga, I read a lot of that digitally because it's so free to do and you can't find everything right now because of the print shortage. So like it really depends on yes and no, but like honestly, this has just been so good and just so easy. I mean, when we're traveling back and forth from Atlanta, I can read a ton of comics that I couldn't necessarily carry. And I know a lot of people like the omnibus format, but some like when you're sitting in bed and I don't go to bed, my wife will be asleep at 10 and I'm up till 12. I can't sit there with the omnibus in my lap in the bed. So but like that really happened? You really got $1,000 super chat?
No, he said they didn't send me the super chat, but they told him why they're doing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just wondering, like, is that a real person? Like, do we have to put them in the super chat giveaway? I don't know.
Drop a comment if you're still here. How about that? I'm totally cool if it, hold on.
We just need to know it's real people that really want comics, because just saying. Just saying. Can't have other people missing out.
All right, let me see. Checking something. I thought I heard Ellie. All right, so things I've read. Have you read anything else? Oh, let's talk about real quick. Show the issue. Show the issue. All right. So we both read Newburn.
Yeah.
First off,
this guy is the king. He's the king.
Yeah.
If you guys are still not reading Stillwater, I'm telling y'all, the world is going to be upset when Stillwater ends up being, if it ends up being a TV show, I think it'll be better than Something's Killing the Children, Lock and Key, all that. In that genre of being on screen, Stillwater will blast everything out of the water. And when that happens, everybody that's not listening to me, and I'm not telling you to go buy it for spec, I'm telling you, the story is so damn good. Stillwater is so good, but we're going to talk about Newburn.
Yeah, so you text me, you're like, hey, you need to read this because it's Malaysian money, by the way, guys. MYR is Malaysian. So you told me to read it. I was like, okay, I didn't even know it was coming out this week. I did just do a number 1s video, but I started it from like next week on. So I started reading it, and I'm like, this is so weird. The artwork was strange. It didn't make a lot of sense at first.
It kind of had like an like a Batman feel to it.
Yeah.
with the crime mob bosses and families and stuff.
Yeah, I think Stillwater Trade's coming out soon. I
It's
think
already
that's
out.
no, but there's one volume and then a couple more.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine
Volume
a
one's been
hardcover?
out,
That would
but
be sick.
that would be sick, and I would buy it. No,
Yeah,
I'm not talking about spec. I'm just talking about like that story is so good. I could
yeah,
see it being a better show or movie than something or any of the other ones if they did it. Like
yeah.
I am
I
way
firmly
more
believe
on
it could be
board.
like a Walking Dead level show.
Yeah. I mean, I am way more into Stillwater even than I am with the Something's Killing the
Yeah,
Children.
yeah.
But
But
back
yeah,
to
so
Newburn.
yeah, so Newburn is like this weird Batman. Like there's a private detective. His name's Newburn. That's kind of the principal. Like the description of the book, I guess. Maybe I don't have a better word for it. I'm kind of losing it there. But
The plot.
the plot of the book, yeah, is you're kind of following this guy, and they show up there at this murder scene. And I'm not gonna give away any um,
Spoilers.
spoilers. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments and talk. I don't like the plot. The plot in Mall. Oh wait, maybe that's a different book. That is pretty cool though. Some signed copies from Michael Morochi. But anyways, so yeah, you're at this murder scene, and it's kind of like okay, the artwork's like not my favorite, and then there's a reveal, kind of not a reveal, but kind of a big major plot point at the end.
A
That was
twist.
the hook. Yeah, the twist. And
Yeah.
now I'm like, okay, I'm into it. It was a 31 page book or something like that, I think.
Yeah. And and
And
and you know, I started reading it because obviously I picked it up because it's Zdarsky, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out.
yeah,
Um, and I'm reading through it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I told Nick to read this, so like I have to read it now. And I'm just
you
like,
see this fool? Wish they had
I'm like,
Audible comic books. Getting tired of my girlfriend reading books to me. If that is true, that is the greatest thing ever, and I swear to God, that'd be like do like a short film, Perry. I know you got the equipment.
like
Do
you're
like
washing dishes, and she's just walking around while
oh
you're
my
doing chores in
God,
the house reading the book.
make like a whack comic style serious short film.
But I'm reading it and I'm like, man, this is like really like I'm not like into this like slow
Yeah,
burn, boring detective work,
yeah,
and I'm like, I'm just gonna keep reading it. So you keep reading it and you're like, okay, like we see what he is, and then you find out what this guy really is. And you're
yes,
like, oh, okay, like this guy is literally untouchable.
yeah,
Like, he is untouchable.
yeah,
He is the guy he's holding all the eggs
yeah,
and all the balls and all the baskets at the same time, and dude is like a genius detective.
yeah,
And like Nick said, you get this twist at the end, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah.
you're
Not
so screwed." And then you get another
yeah.
little twist, and you're like, "Oh, I wanted to see him kill him."
Yeah, like, and that's what sucked. It literally, like, towards the end, it turned into a page turner, and I was like, "Oh, what the frick?" And I
Mhm.
hate when that happens, when it takes into because there was a couple times where I'm like, "I'm just gonna tell Dustin I read it and just act like I, paid attention."
I know, right? And I
But
was like, if I hadn't have already told you to read it, I would not have finished this book. After like page 5, I was done.
yeah, but it definitely there was a really strong twist, not twist, but, like, the concept really showed there,
Yeah.
and, I'm intrigued where this is gonna go.
I think all in all, like by the time like as a whole, when you get through reading it, it was a good first issue.
Yeah, like,
I don't
definitely I think it deserves a second read through now that you kinda know, pay a little more
Yeah.
attention to everything, I think, because 'cause
Mhm.
I'm sure the ways that, like, Zdarsky probably dropped some things here and there. Yeah, certainly
Yeah,
worth it.
I'm definitely picking up issue 2
Yeah.
and, just, take it one issue at a time. I'm not gonna put it on the pull list yet, but
Yeah.
just take it an issue at a time and see where it goes. I'm a big fan of Zdarsky. I've read a few things by him, and like I said, couldn't be more happy with Stillwater, especially with the last few issues, so I had to give it a try, but if it
Mhm.
doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that, he sucks. It just means this one series isn't for me.
Well, and speaking of like that, like, you're a huge fan of Zdarsky, I'm a massive fan of Jeff Lemire. He does some amazing work. His new book, Primordial, came out. Issue 1 was okay, it was an interesting premise. Issue 2 came out, I don't know if it was this week or last week, but I read it today, and the artwork's okay, and it like not my favorite style. But like issue 2 really just didn't give me anything, and I'm like, come on, Jeff, like you do some amazing work, but come on,
I
Jeff.
know
And
I know Lee is a really, really big Jeff
oh
Lemire
yeah,
fan too. Like
yeah.
he's got almost everything the dude's ever wrote. So
And my favorite thing to do with Jeff Lemire's work is to read it all in one, like not necessarily one sitting, but all at one time.
just binge it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth, oh, beautiful.
I didn't think you liked it.
The book was good. I didn't care for
Oh,
the show
okay.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good word. Hollow. Hollow is definitely a good word for it, Chris. It just, you know, I don't know. And it may be something that's better. Kind of like as a binge read, you know, it's so hard not to just want to trade weight on things. Hey, Nash,
Yeah.
have a great night, brother. You take it easy, okay?
Yeah, man. Hope you have a good week, bros. I
Yep.
know you're always in the chats, man. Sorry, I don't get to respond in the Instagrams as much anymore. It's not that I'm ignoring you, bro. If I don't get back to folks for a few days, I'm
I
telling
did
you.
see the slabs. I wanted to. He bought some walnut. I believe it was walnut slabs. I'm interested to see that. We have not talked about Dark Knights of Steel yet. Have you read that, Dustin?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Tom Taylor. I'm going to talk about Tom Taylor. I do enjoy so much of his work. Like, oh, so good.
He's
But
done some good stuff.
phenomenal stuff. But
Did you
Tom
know
Taylor.
did you know that Tom Taylor wrote the Power Rangers Justice League?
No, but it doesn't shock me because I swear to God, anything like alter reality, else world type stories, the man is a genius at. Okay, and think about this: you have one. I believe he's doing Dark Ages, right? Is he doing Dark Ages for Marvel? Tom Taylor's Dark Ages, right? Yeah, I think so.
I don't think he'd be writing for Marvel and DC.
No, he is. That's what I'm trying to say. Is he's such a genius? This is what this man's doing. Hold on, I believe he
Really?
is. Yeah, I'm going back to the first of this. I believe he's doing Dark Ages. Yeah, he's
Harry,
doing Dark. Tom Taylor.
don't even start singing the Cynthia Dog Gangsters bull crap
Yeah,
rap. That, oh my God.
I know what you're talking about.
The fact that those are the kind of people that we deem to be celebrities and make famous is really
Who?
just a sad world.
Who?
Those jokers that sing that Island Boys song, the guy at work showed me that, and I was like, Jesus Christ,
I don't know what it is.
these are the people society deems that need to be famous and go viral.
I have no
We
clue
are
what this
so
is.
screwed as a human race at this point.
I'll have to check it out later.
And I can see Perry just diddy bopping all over the house singing that crap too. Oh my God.
He's doing it now. But anyway, so Tom Taylor is such a genius, right? Because you get to go to Marvel and do something like alternate world, world type, like Dark Ages, which has such a cool premise to it. Okay, and then you get to go to DC. Okay, on top of all the other things you're writing, man is a machine. He's putting out some content, and you get to do something like Dark Knights of Steel. Now, Dark Knights of Steel, Dustin, and for everybody else, basically a phenomenal story, by the way. But at the core of it, you start off in the book with the big scene from Superman's origin where they're going to send Superman to Earth, right? Krypton's dying. We're going to send you to Earth. Except his mom and dad went with him because she was still had Kal-El in her belly. And, you know, some mild spoilers here if you haven't read it yet. They land. Kal-El's dad kills everybody, but they land in medieval times, basically, right? Dark Knights of Steel. And that title is so brilliant.
So
yeah.
Batman's like a knight.
Yes.
Like a medieval knight.
Yes, exactly.
That actually looks cool as hell.
I'm telling you, dude. This is
there's one cover I'm looking at where he's
Yeah.
like riding a horse and the horse is reared up.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm telling you, you should read it. It's so good. And so basically they show up and all these people on horses show up, this kingdom basically, this army, and basically his dad kills them all in the middle of Kal-El coming out, you know, she's giving birth to Superman. And then we flash forward and you see that now Superman's mom and dad are now king and queen of this. I don't know if it's the entire world or just this area. I think it's just the area. Bruce Wayne is basically the apparently he was former royalty. I think this was actually formerly his parents' kingdom, and I think there's going to be a twist there, but or maybe I misread, but I believe this was his kingdom, his family's kingdom at one point. Obviously, his mom and dad are dead, but he is now like the big knight to protect the king and queen. And him and Superman are kind of friendly, but Bruce is still doing his brooding thing. Superman's still trying to be the good guy, and they're trying to fight the magic, and they're worried about this magic, trying to go after the king and queen, and right, because it's medieval times, so you're getting the swords and the magic and all that, and it turns out that whenever they go to look for this magic, it is basically, what's her name? Arrow's wife, Green Arrow's wife. In a lot of the comics, she screams. Not Siren. What is her name? I can't remember. You guys will tell me in the chat. But anyways, so like they show up to take her. She starts blowing everybody away with her screams.
Oh, I forgot Tom Taylor did Deceased. I did love Deceased.
Yes, he also did Injustice. Most of Injustice.
Okay.
Black Canary, that's who it is. Sorry,
Black
I don't know
Canary,
why I could.
yeah.
So like, just it's so cool because like you see Bruce and you see Superman and they're still the same, but it's this time period, and then now Black Canary is the magic, and then Green Arrow shows up, and then something even cooler happens at the end, and it's one of those things where something happens and you go turn the page and it's the end and you're like crap. But I am very pumped because like what happens could end up like Injustice levels of freak out of Superman, and the whole concept is so cool because I love medieval time stuff. Like it's like Lord of the Rings, not feeling, but like that kind of weird.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff too.
I'm telling you,
That's why I like Once and Future so much.
Yeah, such a great Perry. That's a good way of putting it. Extremely immersive. Such a good story, and I'm telling you, man, Tom Taylor. Anytime he puts out something like this, I mean, just he does phenomenal work. He really, really does. And when he does stuff like this, he focuses on just putting cool stuff to paper, right? On these Elseworld type stories, and it's just, I absolutely love it. I would say Tom Taylor for me, for most of his stuff he's written, is definitely a top 5 writer of mine. Like, it's good. So definitely check out Dark Knights of Steel, Dustin. I think that's definitely going to be one, especially somebody, because I know you've not read much Superman, if any at all.
Yeah.
I've not read a bunch, but like the title is so perfect. Dark Knights of Steel. You have the Dark Knight of Batman being the knight, Steel, the whole soup, like, right, because of Steel. Mm-hmm. They're running the kingdom now. They're, the Men of Steel, whatever you want to call them now, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful book, and the artwork is fantastic. The artwork is truly good. So,
there's some really cool covers I saw.
Yeah,
I was just looking at Devil Dog has an exclusive of Batman sitting on the throne that looked really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. And if you read it, if I'm not mistaken, this was Bruce Banner. Wow, I got messed up. Bruce Wayne's kingdom at one point, right? And maybe I'm missing it, but did Superman's dad kill Bruce Banner's family? And is that it? Yeah, and I'm very interested in seeing who the assassin is. I don't want to, I want to put it, I said spoilers, but yeah. Such a good book. And speaking of good books, so I went back and I started reading some of the Thor, or I read all of Donny Cates' Thor run and went ahead and caught up because it was so good. Like the first 2 arcs were great.
What issue is it on?
19. So it's not too far. I think you and I read up to like 7.
I'm probably like maybe like 9-10 issues behind then.
Yeah. So, and honestly, like it's a quick way to just, if you don't remember a lot of it, just start over from the beginning because the first arc was so good.
I was like all in.
I'm telling you, dude. As much as everybody kind of collectively gives Donny Cates crap, the man knows how to put together an awesome world. He knows how to just put cool stuff in paper. If he could just really solidly finish a good story, but Donnie is deserving of kind of being. You're definitely an island boy. I don't get it, but I'm sure it's funny. But yeah, so I decided this week after I finished Assassination Classroom, which turned out to be a lot better than I thought it was gonna, ended up being like 100 issues in. And I was like, it's okay. And by like issue 140, I was like, dang, it's getting good. But I did finish it up this week. Huge reveal.
Is that Thor: God of Thunder? No.
You talking about Donnie's?
Oh no, I'm
I
talking
haven't
about the
gotten to
Jason
Jason
Aaron
Aaron
run.
yet. I haven't gotten there talking about that. But after I finished this, then I started reading Donnie's Thor. Got me so excited about Thor again. So I started to go back
What's up, man?
What up, Bueller? Travis. Hey, somebody said something. Whatnot sent you something. I don't know what they sent you, but they sent us some stuff too. And I don't know if you're at this level of cool, but we got stickers
and pins.
Oh man, he better not kill with Thor within the next 3 months. I'm gonna be
That
mad.
would be wild. Has that ever been done?
Yeah, I think he's been killed a couple times. Hell, in Jason Aaron's run, he's been killed like 4 times already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an interesting. I'll talk about that in a second because it's totally
some
different.
god. You know who's never been killed? Raiden.
Yes, he was.
Shut up.
What up, Michael? I was about to say, I know somebody mentioned earlier that they sent you like some big addition to your bus or something. Hey, they better be paying for the gas though if they're going to ask for advertisement like that. Look, I'll send you another $4.99 a month. You put a sticker like that on the bus about with our logo. Yes, Bueller is much cooler than all of
right
us.
under the driver's window.
He said,
so anytime you get a picture of Bueller driving the bus, doing this, Two Brothers comic sticker right up under him.
Right on. So anyways, Donny Cates' Thor run has been excellent. Like, there's not really another word for it.
Like I said, when it started, and I was doing the Thursday shows every week with Burke and them.
Yeah.
But now it came out, man. I mean, we oh man, I loved it. I'd gotten to where I loved seeing. I love the relationship that Thor had with Galactus as the Herald, where he is the Herald, but at the same time, you've given me so much power on top of what I already have. Yeah. I can take you out, bro. So I'm going to do this to save Earth, but we're going to do it my way. And then I'm going to kick your ass when we're done.
Basically. Yeah. It was a really neat thing.
And while it was very disrespectful to Galactus, which I didn't like, it was so good though. And I loved it. But, somewhere when it transitioned to the next story arc, that was when I just started dropping stuff off my pull list. And that was one that I did. Wow, Bueller. Jesus, man. What happened though if we think you're worth a Todd McFarlane comic book?
We'll commit to that for 12 months, right?
I think you're worth a Todd McFarlane comic book a month.
No, what we'll do for $100 a month, but we have to Ricky Bobby it, right? You know, where he gets the advertisement across his windshield, like Chris is saying.
That's what I said before. Yeah.
The whole thing, $100 a month. You got it. Tacos.
Those are chalupas, not tacos.
Sorry. But he's got to eat, man. Good Lord, Barry. But so Chris, yes, I like, and after because I read it from the beginning and just read all the way through, and like first arc was really intense. The Donald Blake stuff, all kinds of, and I think like it's turning a little bit more fun. And then it's kind of like it's interesting, but I hope something big is about to happen, right? You can't be
with the Frog Thor.
He's kind of a part of it still right now. Like nothing crazy. I don't think anything crazy. I think he's actually helping to look for Mjolnir. If I'm not because I hope I'm not confusing that with Jason Aaron's run. I've done that before.
No, because I know at one point in that book, the last issue I remember reading is Mjolnir was like out in the middle of this field, and Iron Man came to find it, but Thor put Iron Man's phone number on Mjolnir.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff's happened since then.
Yeah, that was the last thing I read.
Yeah. So you're probably a good 10 issues behind, I think, maybe a little bit more. The Donald Blake stuff was awesome because I've never really read a whole lot of Donald Blake stuff.
Yeah, I didn't realize for a long time that that's who Thor was Donald Blake, and if he didn't have Mjolnir, he'd change back.
Yeah, and Donnie I think took some liberty and kind of changed a little bit of that relationship, but yeah. All right, you heard it here first, folks. I'm not specking, but
if you
Travis
do
is
this
saying it.
and it falls through, make sure you go and just rip Bueller's comment sections and let them know.
Yeah, you have to vote for Bob next time. But Jason Aaron's run. So this was such a weird thing. So I start reading it, and I honestly don't like artwork from like this weird time period where it was like this newly digital stuff, and it looked really bad. Nick Klein actually did a lot of this. And by the way, I don't know what's going on with Donnie's run, but this whole changing of the artist every other issue and back and forth, like I really do miss a lot of Nick Klein's artwork. And
Yeah,
because it
he
just
started doing
changes.
that when I was reading
Yeah.
it, and I was
And
just like,
it's irritating, and it does it in Jason Aaron's Thor run. But anyway, so like I was super excited to read about Gore the God Butcher, and it starts off so weird because like Jason Aaron's run focuses on three different Thors. Okay, just to give you a summary, three different Thors. You have kind of like modern day Avengers Thor, right? I think they actually refer to him as Thor the Avenger, and then you have like a really really young Thor from like you know before Christ time period, and it may not actually be, but like a really early time period,
yeah,
and then you have Thor from a millennia from now. Okay, and there's this weird threading of how he writes it, and at first it's a little bit weird to understand it, but you start to finally understand it, and then I'm so pumped. I was so pumped to read Gore the God Butcher, and it wasn't. It was a bit underwhelming, but then also really gratifying at the same time because I had built up Gore the God Butcher to be this just null level villain, and he's not. Quite frankly, he's yes and no. He didn't get as good of a story, I think, as Noel has gotten, if I'm being honest. But his origin was very interesting. But I don't know, it was not what I was expecting. And then we get into um, after that's done, then it's this weird arc with dark elves that I didn't really like. To be honest with you, it was kind of strange.
mm-hmm.
And now it's this. Well, I just started a new one, and you're getting to see old Thor try to beat Galactus off of Earth. But Earth and that, I mean, that's sick looking. It doesn't look as good, here, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
Can you see that?
Yeah.
And so that was really cool. But Jason Aaron,
Bueller is dropping all kinds of knowledge, or he's
yeah,
that, or he's bull crapping us.
I'm just honestly, I don't even care about the fact that Cates is on Hulk. I'm just excited Ryan Otley's on it. I love Otley's artwork, so I'm pumped about that.
What else has he done?
Invincible is the big one, and I think he did some ASM with, but like his stuff on Invincible was phenomenal. But so Aaron does get a little preachy about like climate change and stuff, which is kind of like, okay, you don't have to be so in your face about it. But I don't know. I mean, it's not been as good as what I thought it was, to be honest with you. Oh Lord, Bueller, can you send us these so I can drop some truth bombs on people and throw some spec advice, and we can be the #1 YouTube channel for comics? That's all we got to do is focus on spec,
or at least just get someone to watch. I mean,
Kate's on Batman. That would be sick. Vegan? Come on. That's lame. I'm not super excited about, if I'm being candid here, I'm not very excited about having, what do you call it? The guy that wrote Immortal Hulk on, and it's also Ron V on Venom. I don't know.
Dang, I think Previews World is down.
Yeah, that's part of Diamond. All of it's down.
Why?
I don't know. Actually, I can go to their Twitter and see who's on New Venom. So it's Al Ewing and Ron V.
It sounds like a couple of guys about to drop the hottest rap album of winter 2021.
Yeah. And Ron V's done some good stuff on his Swamp
Al
Thing
Ewing
stuff.
with my man Ron V.
Yeah, I'm looking on Previews World, and it doesn't. They're not updating anything about what's going on with it.
I didn't know it was down. I was on there. Was I on there earlier today?
No,
No?
you probably weren't. You wouldn't have been
No.
able to. It's been down for a while, a couple days.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, or
Well,
at least a day or two.
that sucks because
Diamond is done.
that's how I do my pull list. So
I hope they're not done. If they're done, they just bought a brand new collectibles company, man. So,
yeah, and I really enjoy being able to update my pull list and my pre-orders by just going to Previews World and clicking it. Like
but you can't do DC.
I don't really get much DC, and
Yeah.
if I do FOC, I can do DC.
Yeah.
But I mean, DC's not ever really anything that I
Oh, that's
can't
cool.
just pick up if I need to.
Oh, speaking of exclusives, Comics with Bueller does have a new exclusive. It is X-Men classic X-Men number 30 cover, which is also, I think, an homage to X-Men number 2. I could be wrong, but he's actually on the cover of this book, so I thought that was pretty
X-Men
neat.
number 2, that was the first appearance of what was that? It was a
What up,
goofy
CJ?
villain. It was a goofy villain.
I don't know. It wasn't the Blob, was it? No, the Blob was 3 or 4, right?
Blob was 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember, but it was a goofy villain.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, after because I'll probably be done with Jason Aaron's Thor in a day or two. I'm trying to figure out what to read next. I got to talk with James about some manga and what I'm going to read there.
I think you should jump on some of this Fantastic Four with me. We've got to start reading some of the same stuff so we can have some conversation.
Yeah, and so I was thinking about jumping on Brubaker's Cap too, so I can
Okay.
tell you if you should read that or not, or if you'll hate it.
I'm on the cover looking at Red Sonja from behind.
Yeah.
You creepy old man. I knew Bueller was a creeper.
Oh my goodness.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Here, I got it right here. Uh-oh. Am I frozen?
Mm-mm.
My screen's frozen. I don't know what happened. You know, I do know what happened.
Now you're frozen.
Yeah, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. All right, am I back?
No.
No.
But your mouth was wide open.
Well, that's weird.
There you are.
Okay.
It's just grainy, but
yeah, give it just a second. Let me know if I'm back, like good or not.
Trinity said, I liked them redheads too.
Good Lord. All right, so this is funded quickly. Good night, Nurse Nickel. Oh, well, you said a low goal, Bueller. Come on, you got to set up to like 20K. So here it is. He is kind of hiding. That is funny. But what's really cool about this one is who did it. So I want to make sure. Yes, here it is.
Bueller looks different.
Dan Jurgens.
Oh, that's Dan Jurgens. Okay.
Yep. So that's pretty cool. We need to reach out to them and see if they could get us on a cover, but it couldn't be Red Sonja. Our wives wouldn't like that.
I don't think I would like that. I've never really read any Red Sonja. We might have a very interesting new partnership coming up.
Yeah, that was strange, wasn't it, this week to get that message?
I know. I mean, it'd be cool to kind of go with it and see where it goes, though.
Yeah, I finished everything.
I think that would make us like that would be like the biggest partnership of
ever.
Well, like I don't think any of the other. I can't think of any other YouTube channels that have a part. I mean, maybe Tom has a partnership that's probably bigger than that, but that would be pretty significant to be able to say, "Hey, Two Brothers Comics out here, partnership with these guys."
Yeah,
and then everybody be like, "Oh, nobody even watches their content though." We're like, well, somebody is.
Oh me. No, it's not with
Batman watches our content.
Yeah, so you'll go check it out. All you have to do is type in Comics with Bueller on Indiegogo.
So CJ, from what I've seen, it almost looks like you have to order them in sets. I got out of the Funko game, and the only thing I pretty much kept a few, and I kept all my turtles, the original ones. And then those came out, and I was like, oh, I just put all of my Funkos and figures at our shop on consignment.
Oh.
But I'm not real sure on the orders, how that works. Funko is weird.
Yeah, they're very strange.
It's hard to get stuff.
So this War of the Bounty Hunters, that I need to read that after. I got to finish that one after Jason Aaron's run. I need to go ahead and commit to that because they're starting the rain. I forget what it is. Blood Rain, something like that. I don't know. There's so much going on. I'm not a huge fan of Dr. Apper at all. I don't like nothing about her character interests me. But anyways, so that's all we read. Did I read anything else? Anything else interesting? I don't think so. I hate the Marvel Unlimited app. It absolutely sucks. Absolutely bothering my whole soul. All right, what else did we say we were going to talk about? So Image Comics. So we were talking about some news things. Image Comics, like they have like 12 office workers.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't heard from Tony in a minute, but after kind of hearing what Comics Pro Line and stuff like that just like Tony's a great guy, but the whole Pro Line thing kind of bugged me after hearing about that. But so Image Comics, they have like 12 office workers. Now Image Comics, everybody basically that does the art, the actual creative, the comics, right? They are all independent kind of studios, or basically they're contractors at the very core of it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's a rough life to live being a contractor, boy.
but basically, so they don't work directly for Image, or maybe they do stuff through Skybound or whatever, and it's just kind of published under the Image title. They have like 12 office workers in Portland or something like that, and they decided they were going to vote to unionize, and like 9 out of 12 agreed or something like that. And I know I'm being very over the top with the details, but this is kind of the core of it. Okay, so they create this new Twitter account, and they list these demands, because that's what unions do. They list demands to
were they picketing?
No, they haven't picketed yet, but basically the things they want to agree to. And again, it's just the office workers, right? The clerical folks, like maybe some editors, things like that, but like nothing, like none of the creative teams, right? None of the people actually putting pen to paper. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so they put out this big Twitter thing, like, we've decided to unionize, and you hear crickets from Image, and Image comes out 2 days later, and they're like, okay, basically they did not formally recognize that. They're going to work with some actual union. I forget what they're called, but it's like a national union to set up an actual vote. And so now the 9 people who are office workers are mad because Image didn't voluntarily recognize their union. And they're saying Image Comics was founded upon, sticking it to the man and the corporate and being, for creatives, by all that stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, first off, one of the demands was they wanted the ability, these 9 office workers, to pick and choose or veto, if they didn't want one of these books to be published by Image Comics. Okay, like, you want fair wages, great. You want good benefits, great. Image put out saying, hey, we treat our people fine. They put out their statement. But the very last thing was like, we want the right to choose who and what and how gets published through Image Comics, or veto, or pull them off the shelves if we don't want to. And I'm thinking in my head, if you think that is what Image Comics was founded upon, was 9 office workers getting to choose who independently creates a story and publishes through Image, that is not what it was about. They left Marvel in DC to be able to have pure creative freedom.
And who the hell are you to make that decision anyway?
Yeah.
Some paper pushing keyboard
like I said,
warrior.
Maybe you're some editor's assistants or something like that. But 9 times out of 10, I'm sure the books from these studios are already prepackaged, ready to go. Hey, Image, you publish this, you take your cut, I take mine. You guys work on the scheduling, great. But it's like, what? You guys want to be able to, the 9 of you, decide who and what and how, and then, if you don't like what they're publishing, you cancel it, and they use, based on reparations or something like that is what they called it. And like, I'm like, you want to tell Todd McFarlane who he should like who his company should. That to me is mind blowing. No wonder they wouldn't recognize it. And I mean,
I'd give every single one of them a pink slip. See ya.
Well, that's from an HR perspective, you have to be very careful, and that's why Image is saying and doing the things they're doing and going about it the right way. And obviously, Twitter's all up in a hellstorm because Image wouldn't voluntarily recognize the union. And like, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, but for me, the holdup was, as I'm reading this, was you guys want to be able to tell Image Comics what to do. The 9 of you. Whoa. Like, where do you get off thinking that? Like, and let's
What's
be
your
frank.
job description? Well, I get coffee, donuts, I handle paperwork, scrub the toilet in the afternoon, and I get to decide what gets to come out on New Comic Book Day or not.
Basically, like, you 9 people want to
sit down, Karen. Go sit down, Karen.
It literally blew my mind. And like, yeah, like it didn't, and it's just on Twitter is honestly where it's blowing up. And then you have, a lot of the, I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it, but a lot of the news outlets that are focused on comic books, they're framing it as Image Comics is going against their founding wills. And I'm like, okay, again, Image was based on creative freedom, not 9 people deciding whether or not.
Mighty get them in a room, get a doll, show us on the doll.
Did Jeff John's new book go through Image? Geiger, was that an Image book? Or was that Boom?
Geiger was an Image, yes.
Okay, so Jeff Johns, people don't like him because of some of the attitude he's had on certain things. These 9 people could have said to Jeff Johns, you know who Jeff Johns is, right? One of the formal, I believe he was a creative VP at DC. He's done so much stuff for Warner Brothers and stuff like that. These 9 office workers, and I'm trying to be very clear about that, and they may be assistant editors or whatever, schedulers, like whatever, want to be able to tell and cancel Jeff Johns' book because he pissed somebody off who maybe didn't agree. Like, what? Like, you want great pay? Great. Unionize for good pay, benefits, whatever. The concept of 9 people being able to tell Todd McFarlane and his company who and what and how he should, and like Todd McFarlane, like he has McFarlane Studios, and like he does, and then you have Kirkman's whole side of the business, and then Skybound, and like, could you imagine? I would.
Well,
so who knows what will happen?
This is what happens when our country has gotten to the point where like
it's just so sensitive.
Everything is a one-sided mindset that's all that's okay, and anything outside of that realm needs to be canceled and gotten rid of, and we let 11-year-old kids on Twitter get people kicked out of their jobs because of things that they support or people they like, and it's literally the ridiculous world we live in, and it is disgusting.
And like I said, you want good pay. We all want good pay. You want great benefits, great working hours, all that stuff.
Also, if you want good pay, develop a skill that's worth that pay. Don't just expect to be able to be paid $15 to flip a hamburger, because that's not the answer. All that does is make sure that the hamburgers cost more for people like me and screws up my money. You're actually not making more money. You're making the same money because now your burgers cost more. Thanks a lot.
But I'm
sorry, I didn't mean to go that route with it. My bad.
But no, I mean, it's whatever. But like, I was really surprised by this whole Image Comics thing, quite frankly, to see that come out. And if Image, somehow this goes through with Image and they vote to unionize, a 2-piece of cheese and a crying baby. I love America. Oh my God. But I don't know if this whole thing at Image goes through and they get what they want. It'll be very interesting to see kind of what Todd does with Image. And then if that happens, then you're talking that's going to motivate people at like IDW. That's going to motivate people at Marvel, DC. Quite frankly, like, it's hard.
I'll tell you who's not going to have it is Ross Ricci. I don't think my man's going to put up with it.
But like, there's not a whole, like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird. It's like that weird, touchy kind of thing. And
I know every decent sized company I've worked for. I mean, I've worked for companies as big as Comcast. You start talking about unionizing, boy, you were out the door.
Yeah.
Don't even mention it, boy. Out the door, gone.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about, Trinity. Like most of
Yep.
it, like great, but then at the very end, it's just like we want to kill business and make decisions, and it's like literally, dude, like
You want to destroy the business that you want to pay you more money and do all this stuff.
whilst
How does that
getting
work?
on Twitter talking crap about the company you're working for, like that's letting the villains rule the asylum kind of thing, and like that was mind blowing to me. And again, with like the whole unionization things, a lot of companies set up a lot of precautions in that and handbooks and things like that from an HR perspective, but ooh, it was weird, man, to see that just pop out on Twitter this week. And like at first, whenever it was announced, it was like, oh, they've already fully formed a union. It's a done deal. And then Image puts out their statement basically like, oh, we'll set up something and you guys can vote on it and we'll deal with it. And it was kind of just like brushing it off. And then you see their response. And like CJ, he said a proud Teamster, like, hey, there's some fine unions out there, and then there's some really bad unions. But like, what up, Jamie? But it's just the whole concept, man, of like that one demand is where it's
I work with a lot of crews.
Oh yeah,
On sites that are union, and those people that are in the unions love the unions.
yeah.
Me personally, I mean, I work for a small group. It's me and two other guys.
Yeah.
And I've been asked to join. Oh my gosh, on a daily basis, I've got an electrical company that is trying to pull me in every day.
Yeah.
Man, you need to come over here and join up with the union, man. Get on with us, man. You get paid good.
And there, a lot of them have really great
and then you have to pay them money every month and dues and all this. Like, man, I don't want to get into all that, dude. Like, I just want to go in, make my paycheck, go home.
Yeah, man, we did get, both of us got our deluxe hardcovers with the slipcases. Mine's sitting over here. Mine's
right next to the Power Rangers, the black one right there.
Oh, you can't even see mine. Mine's next to the Attack on Titan.
And I took the plastic off of mine because I'm keeping it.
But like I said,
Nick's probably still has the plastic on it.
I don't want to turn this into like a whether union's good or bad or not kind of deal. It is more so that one demand that just is mind blowing to me. Like think about that. Could you imagine? You're on a job site and then day one electrician turns around and goes, "Hey, nah, we're not building this building because it's for the CEO."
Right, because that's the other thing. Like if they decide to go on strike, like you might not be down with it, but you can't get paid either. Like I'm not about that.
It's crazy, dude. And no. Trinity, you're right. I mean, unions are great for a lot of things. Like, but again, like I don't want to turn this into a political thing because I have certain opinions about certain things. But anyways, like, yeah, dude, Image Comics Woman Union.
Let's talk about this World War Hulk bull crap.
Okay, yeah. So
what it is, and if you guys don't have been watching my man Journo's comics, I've been talking back and forth with him this week. He laid it all out there, man. Put all their business out there, and it was great, man. Because and me and him talked about it. It literally is proving the point that we have gotten to the point as collectors where we hang on these announcements of what the next movie is, what the next show is. Like that's the most important thing in this hobby to so many people. And it really takes the media itself, the comic books, like I don't know. It's just gross almost because we just literally hang and wait for these new announcements. And as soon as something pops off, we don't even, there's no research. It's just, oh, this was heard. And then this person says something about it and this person, and it just rolls and snowballs. And nobody even looks at the fact that this World War Hulk announcement was made by a blogger that hasn't even had Peach Fuzz for more than a couple of years.
Yeah, it was some like terrible news. I heard about it before because you mentioned it was on Journo's where you saw it, right?
Yeah.
And see, I had seen it previously, and I thought about doing a video on it because I like those little hot news, But I'm like,
yeah,
and that'd be a good one.
And he's saying, we got this exclusive news. Like, bro, exclusives like that go to a huge media outlet. That's going to go to something monstrous. CBR.com is not even considered something worse or worth getting an exclusive announcement like that most of the time. I mean, do you really think Marvel would have gained the rights to the Incredible Hulk back and nobody really knew about it? Do you think that's something they're just going to keep secret?
Yeah.
That's going to be a major announcement. That's a huge win for Marvel. They're going to want people to know that. They're going to be proud of that. But no. We're going to take the word of this blog that contradicts itself in the blog, contradicts its own confirmation of World War Hulk coming. And on top of that, do you really, like Journo said, do you really think they're going to already have a name for this movie that quickly? No way. We haven't heard castings.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then here we go. World War Hulk is going to the moon, man. Those books are selling like crazy. I've seen YouTuber after YouTuber after YouTuber buying these books and talking about these books. I see them in shops getting thrown on the walls and stuff. And it's like, I don't blame them. Like, people want, that the news is popping. The books are hot. We're going to throw them up on the wall so you know where they're at, because that's what you're coming in looking for. And it's just, the prices on the books are spiking, and all for nothing.
You want to talk about a pump and dump situation? Yeah.
It is absolutely insane, man.
Yeah.
That this has not been brought. I mean, I've seen Journo talk about it. I haven't seen anybody else bring this to the attention of everyone.
Well, I've seen a few articles posted about it. That's where I heard about it, because you texted me earlier. It was like, let's talk about this. And I was like, oh, yeah, I heard about it. And you said, did you watch the Journo's video? I said, no, but I've seen other articles. But again, I go digging for this stuff to do little videos. But yeah, man, like, it turned out to be like some weirdo. I don't know, like, if he's actually weird or not, but like, to throw some BS out there, 18-year-old blogger
and saying that it is confirmed, like throwing out some major words, saying this is facts, this is factual, it is happening. And you're messing with people's money.
But if you're spec selling the stuff, I mean, you don't care if it's fake or not. You're just going with the market. It is. So that's why it's important to really see what the source is.
You have to do your research on this stuff.
That's Comics with Bueller, all his spec talk earlier.
Yeah, we don't do the spec, but if it, we always say, like, do your research on it, though. Make sure that you're confident in it and what you're putting your money into, because it's not the spec's bad. We just don't have time for it, and it's just not something we're interested in. It's not that we can't do it. I've said it before. We used to do it, and we could do it if we wanted to. I mean, you guys see the research and the stuff Nick does. Like, we could be on top of the spec game if we wanted to, but it's just not. It's not something that interests us. But if we were gonna do it, I promise you, we wouldn't be going off the word of some article on some blog deep in the internet that somebody hung on to and posted on Instagram and then set the world on fire for nothing at all.
Just tells you how stupid stuff is, man.
Just the one thing that threw me when it happened, when I saw it on Instagram, I looked and I started looking, like, when did Marvel get the rights to the Hulk? Like, when did this happen? That had to have been some huge announcement we freaking missed. And I couldn't find anything, and I just never thought anything else about it. I was like, oh, that's probably a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah, because
the books start going and going. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was no way that would not be some monstrous news laid out.
Come on, Trinity. I saw it on your Twitter. You said you were going full clickbait. And you're sorry to your normal viewers, but you're going full clickbait, man. I saw it.
I mean, Kevin Feige himself, YouTube video announced something. There would be Mark Ruffalo, something. Somebody huge would be making that announcement. It'd be like Marvel getting the rights to Spider-Man back and just sweep it under the rug like it didn't happen. Get out of here. Yeah. There's no way. That is going to be a bomb that they are going to drop on everybody immediately, man. Immediately. Yeah. It's just like I was talking to my wife today, because we were in Target and we saw a really, really cool Miles Morales shirt. And we were going to get it for Hagen. Well, they only had 2 sizes left, and 2 shirts. Neither one of them were his size. And I was like, well, Miles is a popular character. And so we were just talking about it, and she was asking, about the movies. And I was like, well, there's a lot of people that are specking that Miles may be in this new Spider-Man movie. I said, I don't think it's going to happen. I said, as big of a character as Miles has gotten to be, and as big of a marketing tool as that would be, I don't think Miles Morales' first appearance in live action on screen is going to be a secret. I would think Marvel would want to capitalize on that with a casting announcement. This is happening. Get excited about it. Be ready for it. Let's pump out some T-shirts. Let's pump out the toys. Let's get this stuff out. Get people excited about the movie prior to. I don't think Miles Morales is going to be something that pops up and surprises us. I think we're going to know about it, know that it's coming, because they know they can market that and capitalize on that.
But
hugely.
I think they're gonna with Miles. I think they're gonna stick with the animated stuff for a while, though. They have so much going on with
for sure. I mean, it's and that's killing too. But
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, do you agree? Do you disagree? Like, do you think that that's something that they would just like throw? In credit scene, Miles Morales.
That's gonna be an in credit scene. I don't know. They may drop an in credit scene and they make a. I don't know. Honestly, the way Kevin Feige is, there's no telling.
Yeah,
I think they would be smarter and it would create more hype. They would do a big announcement like they did with FF.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it would be something that they would do at like the San Diego Comic-Con. You know, when they do their big announcements, like something like that, they're gonna want to capitalize on. And it's the same thing with Hulk. If they got the rights back to Hulk, we will know about that.
Yeah,
we will know about that quickly. So
it'll be everywhere.
You know, it's not like, you know, you're bringing, you know, even when they brought in Thanos, you know, Thanos was not a household name, and Miles might not be a household name, but he having the animated series, him being Spider-Man, like, people know who Miles Morales is now. Not everybody knew who Thanos was. So, you know, when they brought Iron Man, you know, we knew Iron Man was coming before Iron Man was there, you know. You know, they warned us, Iron Man's coming, and then he came, and, you know, we loved it.
That we did. we certainly enjoyed that.
We did.
So you were told about a facsimile. So, you know, honestly, like, that's hard to tell. Honestly, Jamie, because like they did the facsimile for UF4 because it was his 10-year anniversary. But they've been pumping out so much facsimiles.
Yeah, that was all about the 10-year anniversary of Miles. And that, again, that shows you, like, Marvel has faith in that character.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, golly, you go out.
What
Like,
up, Edison?
we were in Target today. There was more Miles Morales Spider-Man shirts than there were Peter Parker Spider-Man shirts.
Yeah. So, and speaking of the end credit scene, I haven't seen Eternals, but I know it's in the end credit scene, and I must say the casting for that person, which if you've been on the internet, it's been spoiled. Even the director spoiled it yesterday or the day before, whenever it premiered. Like, terrible casting. So stupid.
What's up, Edison? Edison was hanging out last night while Haga was opening up Pokemon cards.
Right on.
But yeah, like I said, I just, you know, I hate that people, you know, I almost want to say get taken advantage of with those kind of announcements because they have the ability to go do the research themselves. But, you know, you've got to,
the end credit scene of Eternals. I don't want to post any spoiler or say any spoilers.
I don't think I'm really going to watch that. Like, I don't know.
Trinity, I do believe he's a singer, not an actor. But wasn't Jared Leto also a singer before he did acting? Right?
Jared Leto can act?
Get out of here. Jared Leto is phenomenal. I don't care what you say. Like, honestly, the things I've seen him in, like in
I've literally seen him as the Joker. And
yes, but he was also in what was the Harrison Ford? Harrison Ford's done Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and then there's the other one. He was a big one, and I watched him not too long ago. But they did a new one, and I'm having a rough time remembering stuff today. Apparently, Batista's in it. He was in Dunkirk. Okay. So the person that was cast was in Dunkirk. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know he was in Dallas Buyers Club. Fight Club,
Blade Runner. Blade Runner is what Jared Leto was in. He was really good in that, and he's also Morbius. So what I've seen in Morbius looks good. I like Jared Leto.
I am looking forward to seeing Morbius.
Have y'all seen the new trailer?
Cool. I haven't seen it, but
it came out this week.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I mean, like I might would go see Eternals. Like if me and you went to go see Eternals, like I would probably, but I don't know. I tried to read some of the comics and I just couldn't get through it. And I've not heard anyone. I've literally heard anybody that's talked about the comics say that they were horrible and nobody liked them. Yeah. Why did they do Why did they do a movie? But I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, so I've heard that it's got great. The cinematography is fantastic, but I don't know.
It does. Yeah, I don't know. And like the critics are saying it's terrible. But then the fan reviews are being, like very good. But they also said the same thing about like Rise of Skywalker or like Rise of the Force Awakens, the new Star Wars stuff. And let's be for real, because the new Star Wars trilogy was not good.
Edison, that seems to be the general consensus. A lot of people are confused on why, out of everything they could have done, why did you go Eternals first?
Yep. And I know they want to go like more cosmic and stuff like that and like even further, but it is very strange. Who knows? I mean, in Feige we trust, but I don't know. But so speaking of trailers, I was going to do this because I think it comes out on the 24th, right? Yeah. And Dustin hadn't seen this and I was going to show it off. So let's see. Let me know if that's too loud. But this is the new Incredible Hulk by Donny Cates. This is their trailer they're doing. As the Hulk rampages across the globe.
Falcon, Fantastic Four.
Our heroes can't contain him. The military can't kill him. So we go in like, we're sending Hulk. Reinvent the Hulk. Okay.
I'm not a fan of that.
Immortal no more. People were pissed.
Ooh, MODOK.
Yeah. Is that MODOK?
I believe that was MODOK. It looked like MODOK. I'm not a fan of this like cybernetic Hulk look though.
It's more like astronaut Hulk.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll check out that first issue, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the design.
See, they
like it looked really good until they got to him with that Cyclops visor on, and I was just like, I don't know about that, bro. Like, what is this? Like Hulkman 2099 something or another? Like, I don't know.
Oh, and the Eternals is supposedly supposed to feel.
I want to know where all those superheroes masks were because they were all standing way closer than 6 feet. I'm just saying, Donny Cates is slipping. I've heard about your Twitter, bro. You're slipping.
He's actually leaving Twitter. He announced today he's leaving Twitter on Monday.
I am also leaving Twitter.
But he's like, the only place you can talk to me now is my Substack. Which James Tynan's already done that. All these folks with Substack, they're going to leave Twitter, so that the only way you can actually hear anything from them is going to be via their paid.
Well, I will promise. I promise I will not follow them on Substack as I do not follow them anywhere else. So.
Yeah. But so anyway, so like the Eternals, what I've heard, and I may be completely wrong, but like they always try to have a feel to like the movie or kind of the aspect. And from my understanding, they're really trying to take advantage of trying to create a bigger audience in India, and they were trying to make it feel like a kind of appeal to that audience, but also make it feel kind of like an indie like type movie. So I don't really know, and that's just kind of things I've heard. But yeah. Yeah, and he got a ton of hate about Hulk. Like, as soon as this thing came out and it had the tagline "Immortal No More," people were like, "Why are you going to ruin the classic Al Ewing run?" And, I'm sitting here like I couldn't get past issue 26, 27. I need to go back and finish it just to say
everybody said that right there in those mid-20s it was trash, but then it picked back up. So maybe that's what I'll start reading next once I get through with this.
Like
maybe I'll try to read some of that. Like I have a hard time reading more than one thing at one time.
Yeah. China did basically say screw Disney, even though Disney does some really messed up things where they'll put
China. How about that?
Yeah, well, like Disney, man.
That's right, China. I said it. Two Brothers Comics right here on YouTube. Come get me.
But yeah, like China's not having it with Disney, even though Disney does some really messed up things, like with their posters for their movies and stuff they do. Like they did this with Star Wars, is because they will shrink certain characters if they're black or something like that. They like the American posters and everywhere else, like Finn was huge, and then for the China one, they shrunk him down to where you could barely see him. And they did that with a couple of other characters for Eternals and things like that. But it's pretty messed up what Disney will do. But then nobody says anything bad about Disney.
I do.
But I'm saying, like, all the people who want to cancel everybody
Disney,
for everything.
You're in the same boat with China. You can come get me too.
So yeah. The Eternals actually got kicked out of the Middle East. They won't even release it.
Well, daggone.
So I don't know, man. It's crazy. So the Hulk, Venom comes out next week.
I think I actually did put the first issue of Venom on my pull list.
Yeah, China is very much so. I don't know, maybe, but like, yeah, they are certainly. Yeah. Anyways, enough political talk.
Depends on what news media outlet you're looking at.
Dustin, share your screen and pull up some John Romita Jr. covers for Toad.
Yeah, let's do that.
As you're on your phone, are you going to do it or am I going to do it? Okay, I'll do it.
Sorry, I was replying to something real quick. All right, I'm got it. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
I'm on it. All right, you talk to the people because I can't see them while I pull this up. I got to get it pulled up because I don't want them to see my Google search history.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Have you watched Squid Games?
No, Dad was telling me about it. And it's like,
oh my God.
I was like, what?
I would love to actually hear Dad's response to that show. I'm sure Carmen made him watch it. All right, so we're going to pull up John Romita Jr. covers. All right, let's pull it up to the side. Does that put it on the side?
Yeah. Can y'all see it?
Yep. All right.
I did not know he did Batman 81. There you go, Batman 81. So I heard someone saying that this Iron Man Demon in a Bottle would be a funny one to send to Robert Downey Jr. to sign for Iron Man.
What happened?
I heard someone say that the Iron Man Demon in a Bottle would be funny to send to Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, I think, yeah, that's equally funny and also very messed up. Right? JT, so what I would do, this is what I would do. I would take and see, add up the cost of 11 through 22 for individual issues, compare to that to the cost of the box set, and that's how I would make the comparison. If it's, the same or more, then basically I would go with whatever's cheaper if you don't care about like the poster and editions they put, but that's what I would do.
So let's check out.
Wait, sorry. So Dustin, I lost my bet and had to buy that hat for one of my coworkers. Congrats. That's funny.
Hey, I would have lost the bet too. Sorry.
Yeah, I would have bet it, and I'm still betting against Georgia. I'm hoping they get smashed at some point.
I don't know. Georgia's not losing to anybody, bro. That defense.
Hey, Kyle, you have it going, brother.
Extremely nasty. All right, Kyle.
But
so let's check out what comicbook.com says. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what they say is the
And
10
we'll
greatest JRJR covers. Number
take this
10.
with a grain of salt because they're not even like really comic book news. They're more
Yeah.
news for everything else now because everybody's
Contest
like
of
buying them.
Champions, number 1. That's a neat cover. It's got everybody on it. Ben Grimm right in the middle. Cyclops doesn't know what's going on. Sasquatch. Sasquatch is cool, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
He's an Immortal Hulk, I do believe.
Oh, okay. Punisher Warzone number 1. I
Ooh,
wouldn't.
that one looks rough.
That's rough.
Drop in the comments, guys, your favorite John Romita Jr. covers.
Oh, that Kick-Ass is pretty cool, but I wouldn't consider that one of his top ones. This one I did see, and I thought this was a great one. This is Doom versus Iron Man. That's a really nice one. Let's see. Daredevil.
I don't like that one.
I don't like this one either.
Hold on, can you go up?
There's not any like really good bronze and silver stuff.
I told you, no, down just to that next one. That one. I want to show that one for a second. So again, keep in mind, comicbook.com, like I think their writers just basically go and do a Google search and they're like, oh, like, this one's cool. Like they're not really worth a dang for anything. I want to talk about that one cover real quick. Go back.
This one?
Nope, the next one. So I hated all of these stupid comic covers where they put these stupid bars on either side of the comics. I don't get it. And maybe
I don't
this
like
one,
when they have the web coming out of Spider-Man's ass. I mean, sorry. My bad. But there was a variant last year that everybody was crazy about, and it literally, the web was just coming straight out of his butt.
Yeah. Well, this one, like, obviously it's coming from his.
Yeah, you can see, like, he's got it in his hand.
But it is not a good
cover last year or earlier this year. He didn't have it in his hand. It was just straight out of his butt.
Yeah.
That one, I don't like that one. Well, let's see what they call. Okay, I love this one. This one is one that I would say that would be a good number 1.
Yeah.
That one would be good. All right, let's go back to Google.
Type in Avengers 196.
All right. Let me share screen again.
Send Dane, what's up? And we have hotkeys now, so you can use like Shift S to share your screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what are we pulling up?
Avengers 196. Sindane said, "What's not right?" Oh, you're wrong about what?
Oh, first Taskmaster.
I think he said he was wrong. And by the way, I watched the video about them making Black Widow, and like their reasoning behind why they did what they did with Taskmaster was stupid.
This is where we can find some good stuff. John Romita Jr. on Captain America. I'm not seeing anything that's overly fantastic. All right, we know John Romita Jr. is Spider-Man, so let's see his Spider-Man covers. So obviously 238 first Hobgoblin. That's definitely a winner all day. Let's see.
Oh, here we go. Let me share real quick.
Okay, go ahead, because I'm not having any luck here.
This is what I do for a living. I know how to find things.
Right now, I'm definitely all for that 238. Oh, Daredevil 256.
Here we go. Go to the one spot that.
Oh Lord,
I know. Hey, you know what? We don't necessarily care for all the pushing of spec and necessarily the alerts about BS stuff that nobody actually cares. But Trinity knows what I'm talking about. Exactly. Anyways, so here we go. Here's a list, and I'll zoom in some. That way can you see them a little bit better or no?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Trying to zoom in so you can see the comic.
That looks good right there.
All right, cool.
JT says the box set is 101, 13, no free shipping. Individually is $90-something with free shipping.
So individually is probably a little bit better unless you really want the box or the poster. Or you could check out somewhere like Second and Charles and see if they have a box set there on like sale or something, or at least you don't have to worry about shipping. So may not be a bad idea there either. Miss Marvel 13. I'm not a huge like Miss Marvel fan, but I do like this cover. Stop me if you see something you.
Oh, that Iron
one
Man.
twist. That's cool.
I like that Iron Man picking that tank up too.
Where? Oh, right
Up
there.
top.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is sweet.
that is cool.
And my thing is, the Madam Web first appearance. That'd be a good one, especially if you're looking for something to resell later. If they do that Madam Web they've been talking about for, I don't know, 3 years.
Well, according to Key Collector, September 29th. Key alert.
Yeah, you remember when we were watching Phil's brother Dave selling that book when they dropped that news 3 years ago too.
Before I leave, I will do a video sometime tomorrow. Already now,
All right, man. Take it easy, Kyle. Sounds good, bro. Make sure you send us a link.
All right. Oh, that's cool. The Doctor. We already talked about this one, right?
We talked about that one. I love that. That is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Classic battle. So no big key to it, but. Oh man, that Juggernaut. I love that.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about this one up here.
No. Yeah, I love that Juggernaut. And then of course you got the 238.
Apparently there's 4 variants.
Well, there's the tattoos, the no tattoos, the newsstand, you got the Mark Jewelers, the non-Mark Jewelers with the tattoos, the non-Mark Jewelers without tattoos. You got the Canadian price variant, Canadian price variant direct, Canadian price variant newsstand, Canadian price variant with a newsstand, no tattoos, and Mark Jewelers.
This one is it. 245. Look at that.
Cool.
I love that. My Madam Web spec video is my only one good one. Hey, Bearded Greg, did Justin ever get you a manga? I know we were talking about he was going to grab you one whenever he met you in Baltimore. If not, I was shipping some stuff off today, and it made me think about maybe I was going to send you something, but I wasn't sure. And Justin's at a hockey game. I was going to talk to him about it tonight, but I have actually some of these.
Oh, there you go, right there. First appearance of Nimrod. I didn't know he did that one.
Yeah.
There's the first cover of Nimrod.
I didn't know he had such a long run on X-Men.
Oh, he did that. Oh, man. He did that X-Men 211.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
I don't like that Daredevil.
X-Men 300, baby.
Error.
See, if I was to do one of these things, I would want to send in a book that not everybody's going to send in. Like I said, Todd McFarlane. Oh, the Batman versus Punisher.
That is kind of a cool cover, yeah.
Yeah, that Omega foil. There's a gold one, and then there's a non-gold one. That one's a cool one.
Yeah.
It's a wraparound, too. Everybody likes a good wraparound. I like that Wanted Spider-Man one, too.
I didn't really care for it. It seems gimmicky to me.
Well, yeah.
He didn't get you one, did he? All right. I got you. I'll Amazon.
That's Daredevil 256.
Greg, you're cool with nudity though, right? Like that's in your wheelhouse. I'm joking.
But I would want to like I said, if Todd McFarlane does another one, like I might send in my
I really think Logan sent this one in because he had a really clean copy.
43 right under it.
Yeah, that is neat.
But like if McFarlane does another one, I'm not going to send a McFarlane. Oh, the first Shuri would be a good one if you could get that one.
Yeah, this is
she
that
got
weird
injured, and they actually have stopped filming
production. So this is that weird time period where they're like digital art was coming around, and it looks like a strange CGI. I don't necessarily care. Oh, there we go. That's it.
Number one.
You got to do it. Boy. Dang. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Old World Breaker Hulk out here. But I think I'm going to send in my Flaming Carrot TMNT Todd McFarlane cover because that's the only time Todd McFarlane did the Turtles. Oh, that would be a good one, the Anti-Venom.
And it's expensive, but man, it is good.
Yeah, that was on our one of our top 10s. Yeah, and I love that New Ways to Die. That is one of my favorite Spider-Man covers. I love that cover. I think it's just sick.
Yeah. Some bullseye action.
There's another anti-venom.
Toad,
Anti-venom.
are you seeing any you like, man?
Hey, there's that 572 second print. That's a copy of or that's a cover featuring what was it in Venom?
Toxin or something?
No, was it no, it wasn't Toxin.
Wasn't I think what? No.
It was a total bust.
Virus.
Virus, yeah. It's a virus cover.
Ooh, Dustin, you should read this one because you liked World War Hulk so much. What if
I didn't like World War Hulk as much.
Okay.
I liked Planet Hulk. I loved Planet Hulk. There's a Kane cover.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that Hawkeye.
We're getting
Oh man, there you go. The Avengers number 12. That's a great one. You could send that into John Romita Jr., then turn around and send it into Robert Downey Jr. That'd be a monster book then. That Joker'd be worth a hell of a lot of money, I bet. I've got that cover. I love it. I like that Iron Man 600, 1 in 500.
Yeah, I was looking at that one too. That one feels good. Like
I don't know. That back leg looks weird, dude.
It does. I know it's supposed to be like
the front leg, like, and then the
knee.
Yeah, it's real skinny over there. Yeah. And I don't know, the anatomy seems off on those legs.
Yeah, that's not
like he has a huge crotch region and his legs.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did this one. This is a good one. Except for but a lot of people don't like his newer work. A lot of people are not fans of when he announced he was coming back, people were not happy about it.
Oh, that Venom is trash.
Yeah.
That is absolute, as my man would have said, hot doo-doo water.
Oof. All right.
So hopefully that helps, man. I mean, the anti-venom was a good one. 238's a good one. There was some good Iron Mans in here. The Iron Man versus Doom was a good one.
I'm trying to think, like, if I had to pick one.
I love that Avengers 12 Iron Man with the gauntlet, man. That or with the Infinity Stones. That's a great one.
Oh,
that
dude.
X-Men 211 was a great one.
Star Brand's what you need to do. That's it. I've spoken, as the Mando says.
All right, hold on, because stay in the Daredevils. Because if we don't show Daredevil 256 and 45, Chris Barrett is going to unsubscribe.
Okay, what is it?
Daredevil, go back up.
Okay.
And we're looking for 256 and 245.
It's not here.
They're not there.
Okay, so I guess these are only key covers.
Yeah.
What crap is that? Key collector.
Bastards.
All right. You tell me what it is because I can't see. Daredevil.
256 and ASM 245. I'm not digging that, Chris. What kind of junk is that, Chris?
Yeah, that one's cooler.
Oh, Daredevil 254. Okay, that Daredevil. It's Daredevil 254. That one's not bad.
Yeah.
And then look at ASM 245.
I'm getting tired. My eyes are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did see that one a second ago.
Talked about, yeah.
I do like that one. See, that I think is one, except for that weird hump on his back right here. And I know it's like supposed to be perspective. And that's what I think, like, oh, I love his webs. And I love the anime lines. That's what I call them. I love the colors of that book for sure. Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm much more a fan of John Romita Sr.'s than I am Jr.
Yeah, I was shocked though whenever I did the video about John Romita Jr. coming back. People were like, "Oh God, I wish he would stay away from Marvel." Blah blah blah. I'm like, dang man, was he that? Y'all hated him that much? Y'all hated the guy that much? Let's see. Good God. tons of Johns. Why don't I just search it?
Oh, nope. You were almost there. Go back down.
It's fine.
It's in the third column to the right, halfway down.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
John Romita Sr. Oh, that's...
Yeah, he did that Daredevil. That's the first red suit. Is that the first red suit? I think it is. He did that ASM 40. Maybe it's not the first red suit. Okay. I was thinking it was. The ASM 40 is great. I love that one. I love that first Rhino. If I was going to get another ASM book, first Rhino would be one I would grab, but it's gotten expensive.
Kraven the Hunter.
That's a great Kraven one, but I like the one where Kraven's like flying down off the building on top of Spider-Man. That's the Kraven cover for me. That should have been his first appearance cover. That would have been sick. I was not digging him doing that weird running at Spider-Man with his yoga pants and ballet slippers on.
I like that cover.
Yeah. I like that one, the hands coming up to Spider-Man there.
Yeah, that one's interesting. Oh, he did some subby too.
Mm-hmm. Tower of Shadow.
Man, these covers just hit so differently than what they do now.
The kangaroo. Y'all remember me talking about the kangaroo, baby?
Where?
Go back up a little bit. There he is. The coming of the kangaroo. Up one more.
Oh.
First appearance of kangaroo, baby.
Oh, yeah.
He come in there, and that was the first person Miles fought, baby, was the kangaroo.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, first new Falcon costume. That's one I would consider sending.
Hero for Hire. That's a cool.
See, they don't have it on here, but there's a John Romita Sr. cover. Oh, he did that Amazing Adventures 13. I had that book. He did a Captain America cover, and it's an all yellow cover, and it's got oh, he did the first M'Baku. But there's a Captain America cover. It's yellow, and it's got Red Skull on it. And it's just a beautiful cover, man. And the colorist smashed it. The color smashed that one. Oh, I love that Savage Submariner. Go back up. Up one more. That 67, that's a book I want to get. I love that costume. And honestly, I'm with my man Tony Sanders. If they do bring Submariner in, I think that's the Submariner we're going to see.
I would like to get this book, but Jesus, man, it's so expensive.
That was Justin's big book he was supposed to pick up this year, and he has not talked about it since we did our goals video. Oh, no way. He did the Evil Knievel?
Yeah, I guess so.
I have like 2 copies of that. One of them is trashed, and one of them's like a 9.8 candidate. Store 226. That's a good one.
I love these Spidey Super Stories. They're just cool looking.
Yeah, I really, really like Senior's work. It is really good.
Much better than his son's. A-Team. That's cool.
I almost bought one of those last year, but John didn't have it, or John wouldn't sell it to me. That droid looks neat.
Yeah. And then you get into this weird age of titles.
Reprints and...
Well, I'm talking about this Prodigy right here.
Oh, yeah.
Spectacular. That just looks weird, man. You can certainly see where, like...
Osborn. Like, why do we need an Osborn comic?
Yeah.
Why do we need a Mary Jane comic? Who knows why they do anything they do anymore.
So weird.
ASM 70. Dan, what's going on, bro? Thanks for jumping in. Dan, I was just talking about earlier about how we discussed this book last week, and I did pick it up, and I read it, and you were right. It was an absolutely fantastic story. I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I like that one.
Oh, wow. 6.5 Submariner 67 for 150. Yeah, I definitely want to get that book because I'm a fan of Submariner. That's something I'd like to read some more of, is some Silver Age Submariner. But that Savage Submariner and that new black costume, like that right there, I can't see butt flap Submariner coming to the MCU, but I could see that savage Submariner coming into there and being something to mess with for sure.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to give him like an Aquaman style costume. He's going to
They
look
could
like
do
some
that
goofy
with that black
partners.
costume on that cover, that new costume. I mean, they could make that work. Look up Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 1 from 2018. Senior did a secret variant for it. He is asked twice to look at it.
All right, let me see.
Oh, the Osborn comic came out last week. Oh, he bought it last week. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna bring Golden Age Namor in either, bro. I can't see it. With the costume designs and the work that they put into the designs of these characters, I can't see them just having a guy out there in a thong.
Oh, come on. Nothing wrong with a little man thong. Honestly, dude, I mean, we are in 2022. I don't think anything's crossed the line.
I just don't. I think if they do it, they're gonna want to put some serious costume design development in there for him.
Why does it not want to give me anything bigger than that? Is this what you're talking about, Chris?
Yeah, hidden gem variant. Yeah, I'm not really digging that.
Who? Yeah.
Damn, I was showing off some cool books last night. I was having to really smack talk them books hard to make people like not want to vote for them, but they didn't vote for me either. So,
oh man,
he has some sweet stuff though. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I just, like I said, I can't see them doing that though. Like with the costume designs they've done. I mean, like, you know, we got that basic Cap costume in the first movie, and it just continued to develop and develop and develop. And you know, same thing with Iron Man. I mean,
it is weird going back. Actually, I was watching some stuff earlier this week, going back and seeing that costume versus what he's in now, because it almost looks like just Chris. What's his name? Chris, and just some cosplay.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I've seen better cosplays.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, you know, you look at the development of these costumes all the way up to where you get the time travel costumes. I mean, my God, those things were killer. So,
well, Trinity, the director, told the big dude, the fat guy, that she wanted him just as he was. Superheroes don't have to be fit. Like, I'm a big dude. I want my superheroes to look jack stacked and, you know, ripped. And what's his name? Kumail. Holy crap, that dude got blistering swole.
Yeah, the superheroes should be jacked. That's why they're super.
Yeah. Let's be realistic. Like, if you're a freaking superhero, you know, you're able to fly. Like,
I mean, there's like okay, Peter Parker, like whatever, but like, there's certain superheroes. Those guys got to be. They got to be.
Well, Peter Parker is, you know, jacked and ripped. That was kind of what happened to the guy. But yeah, like, I'm trying to think. Like, you have the Blob and Juggernaut.
I mean, could you imagine them bringing in like Wolverine, and he's just some like beer swelling fat guy? Or
what up, Steve?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I couldn't get with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, we want everybody to feel okay, but sometimes you just gotta make a superhero look like a badass person. Yeah. A big jack stacked meat eating tan machine.
He needs to look like he's an IFBB body pro.
That's right.
So I watched Juji Mufu. I don't know if you know who that is, but he does like some weird stuff, and he just went through a bodybuilding prep, and he's like white. He's actually from Huntsville, or just around this area, actually, I believe. And maybe it was Muscle Shoals. But anyways, he lives over in North Carolina. Like, he's whiter than I am. But during this competition, he went and got protein, I think is what it's called, you know, where they tan him up. Dude, he was so dark and stick. Like he couldn't even touch his pants.
That's the way all those guys are, man.
It was so weird. Look,
They literally do it. They literally spray that on them, like in the back dressing room. Like, you'll just have like 6 or 7 of those guys lined up and just getting hit with a
for
airbrush.
days. It was just stained on him, but like it was so weird because in his little video he did, like he couldn't touch anything, and but yeah, those are the superheroes.
Yeah, when I was like trying to get into bodybuilding, like that was one thing I used to tell Alex, the guy I used to train with.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, he's like, you're gonna have to get, he's like, I have a spray tan girl and this, that. Like, nah, bro, I will get in the tanning bed or whatever. It's like, I'm not getting sticky.
You will never be that dark.
I was like, I'm not getting sticky spray crap all over me.
You will never be that dark. I mean, it was crazy just to watch those guys. And that's a whole world, man. That's so exciting. All right, what do you guys want to talk about? We got just a few minutes left. Anything you want to talk about? I'm getting tired, man. My eyes. Ellie woke up at 12 o'clock last night.
Getting that pain from sitting too long that I get. I used to lift weights, but they were too heavy, so I stopped. You just keep lifting them, man, and they get lighter and lighter.
I started doing yoga. My yoga mat came in yesterday. I've been doing.
We're gonna get on that DDP stuff next week. This week we were not home more than 10 minutes, except for like after 8:30, 9 o'clock when it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, it's tough. Kids suck.
I felt bad because like we had all the grandparents come to Hagen's game on Tuesday because it was gonna be his last game this season because it was a tournament and they've already lost one. It's double elimination. We're like, it's gonna be his last game, and they won 10-0. I mean, those kids, they played great, and then they played again Friday night. They lost, got 3rd place, but so yeah, we had baseball games, karate, and. Whew. I appreciate that, Blue Hellion. But yep. What do you guys think about the short that Nick put out this week that I did? We've got a bunch of those in the pipe to put out. But definitely, we need interaction on those shorts on Instagram and YouTube in order for them to work and so if you see them, just interact. Drop a comment.
And what do you guys think about the new editing style I've been doing? A little more humor, entertaining, quick cuts, a little bit of voice changing, adding some memes in there, trying to make it more interesting than just staring at my face or Dustin's face.
Oh, you know what I was thinking about doing when I get my Walking Dead back? I thought about seeing if I can do an unboxing in a library. Because it's either gonna be really good or really bad, and regardless, like I will literally have to contain myself and control.
Oh, are you talking about because Leonhardt opened up like 10 packs of cards in
like
the library?
When I saw that, and I was like, that might be good. Like if I'm gonna have me a fit, or like either way, I'm gonna have a fit. But
I do the on demand. I don't do the app. I just do the on demand thing. I do the Energize and the fat burner. Also, I got on the bike twice this week, so that was cool. I have another idea for Josh. Like I was talking, like day in the life video. Day in the life of a comic shop owner. I follow his ass around for 12 hours on a Saturday. He can't lose me. I show up at his house. I'm in his car all day. We're going to get some colochis. All right, let's go, Josh.
You need to be like in the bed when he wakes up.
Well, in the videos this guy does, he's actually in their home.
Yeah.
I don't think Josh is going to be, his wife is going to be cool with me, Yeah. I mean, I know Josh is cool with showing some belly, but it was actually funny the other day. I was in a shop last weekend. I was in a shop and I was talking to you about something or another. And he like pulls up his shirt. I'm like, hold on, do that again. You were camping. You were in the car camping with your wife, but you were just eating pizza or something. And he goes, you need to send him a picture of this, but I couldn't get my phone quick enough. Josh is a hoot, man.
That man is crazy. I need to see what kind of big books he's going to get for me next year.
Yeah. Mr. Beast type content. Bro, we don't have that kind of budget, okay? Everything that comes in basically pays for our giveaways and the software, and yeah. If you want that kind of content, we need a much bigger budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny, Alan?
You just got the crane in the house and you just like pointing it right at his ear.
Oh, for sure.
He rolls over and hits his head on the lens.
For sure. Because that's how this guy does it. Like, he shows up. Yeah, but like, again, editing like him is a little bit more difficult because he actually makes a cut every 3 seconds. Okay. If you watch his video, it's somewhere right at 3 to 5 seconds. There's a cut. You can't really do that talking head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that's why I do try to go in and out, funny voice changes, emphasis, throw up a meme. Like, I'm trying to add those things in, but yeah, it's that man. But it took that man like 7 years before he became popular. But yeah.
Hey, well, we're almost halfway there.
I've watched a lot, believe it or not, I've watched a lot of stuff from his editor, from Logan Paul and Jake Paul's, their editor, and some of these other actual like big name anime and manga channels, some of their editors. So that's where I started to get some of these other things in. But like, they'll take 5 hours to edit a 10-minute video, and I'm like, I can't be doing that anymore. I'll still say cut Dustin loose on some rant videos. Look, Justin still needs to stay employed.
Yeah, but if Justin ever doesn't need to be employed anymore,
kolaches.
Gotcha.
Kolaches. They're really good. Kolaches.
All right, well,
if you guys could only keep one copy of one magazine, what would it be? So I don't know about a magazine. And what's up? I hope you're doing well, sir. I'll be on 71. I don't know necessarily about a magazine, but in terms of a comic book, like
Playboy issue #1. Think about how much that might be worth.
It probably is worth something. Okay, comic. All right, comic. If we're not talking about like the Footprint book up here because of how special that meat is to me, I would probably keep Infinity Gauntlet issue #1, and I'm only saying that because that was the first set of comic books I ever bought.
Oh wow, Dave! I didn't know that. That's awesome, man. That's cool.
Dang,
but that is crazy though. Yeah, we do the same thing, dude. Like, we'll be in here recording, and I'll have like a 20-minute recorded video to get like 8 minutes of content out. Sometimes I know that's like way less than what you're doing, but definitely know the feeling. We've had days where we've spent all day long recording, and you get like a 5-minute video, and we've spent 9-10 hours.
If you look at some of the little short films or little things we've done, I mean, those are literally 6-7 hour recording times. Dustin, one comic book you could keep, what would it be? TMNT 1?
It'd be a toss-up between my Turtles 1, my Avengers 4, my Ghost Rider first appearance.
But you can't do that. You have to pick one.
No.
I narrowed it down to Infinity Gauntlet 1. Like, and again, that's not if. It's, if like, obviously sentimental reasons, I would keep the kid book, but I'm removing that.
Yeah, I guess Turtles 1. Yeah.
I think that book probably or Avengers 4 probably.
Yeah, one of those.
Now, if we get to pick any book that is outside of our collection,
Captain America #1. Golden Age Captain America.
Okay, so whenever I thought about it, like the first book that came out was Marvel Comics 1, because
or I don't know, it would be hard to pick between Captain America #1 from the Golden Age or a TMNT #1 first print, like 9.8.
Yeah. But first thought was Marvel Comics 1 because that just makes the most sense. And then, you know what I just thought about, Dustin? I guess I'm hungry. You remember that old deli we used to go eat whenever we'd work with Dad, and you would get...
Yeah, I ate there a couple weeks ago.
Oh, my That just popped in my mind. Now I'm starving. The wings and the cheesesteak.
Yep.
I need to find a way to get over to Tucker, Georgia, and go to Mad Italian, dude. Anyways, but I think either that or honestly like Tech 27.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have Batman #1 over Tech 27. Like, if we're just taking the whole value out of it, I think the cover is so much better. Plus, you have the first appearance of the Joker and Catwoman there. You got a more,
cover.
I think it's a better looking Batman. You got Robin there, but obviously the value is on 27.
Got Dick in it, but Tech 27 is still a really cool cover.
Yeah.
You guys know Batman used to use a gun? I believe in Tech 27 he does, if I'm not mistaken. But I was at Josh's last week and I was picking up all of his Golden Age Batman. I'm like, dang, I want these.
Dude, I really got to get you out to Syndicate so you can look at their Golden Age Batman. They've got like 6 of them now. Golden Age Batman with white pages. It's insane. If anybody's looking for a first appearance of the Batmobile graded at like a 5.0 or a 5.5 with white pages.
What is it, like $3,000 again?
Yeah, it's like $3,000, like $3,500 or something like that. I know where you can buy one.
It's pretty cool.
They also have an 8.0 giant size X-Men.
Alan, Dustin actually gave me a Web of Spider-Man 1 phenomenal book. That is a cool book.
And then I found one earlier this year at that toy place, I think, wasn't it, when we went there? For like $4 or something. I still got that one.
Yeah. Well, you want to call it a night, Dustin?
Yep, I do. So thanks for hanging out all night, guys. Hope everybody's hit the like button if you're watching still.
And like I said,
there's no reason not to.
I'm serious, guys. Tell like 4 friends. They may hate us, they may like us, but we're 216 away. Show them some of Dustin's rants video. Just shoot out your friend's link. Be like, look at him. Would you look at this? And then next weekend, if we're in the same room, we'll try to do a birthday stream for Dustin.
It's a little late for that, but okay.
Well, I think we did mine like a week or 2 late, didn't we?
No, I did yours on your birthday.
Okay, but in all fairness, you weren't even supposed to be here for your birthday, so I had nothing planned. You didn't decide to do it until like a few hours before.
No, I'm just saying, like, we don't have to do one though.
Well, we need to do something.
Okay. All right, if we must.
Man, I don't have any friends. Look, you're looking at my only friend. I have a wife. I have a kid. I have my brother as a friend, and then I have a guy that lives up in Wheeling, West Virginia as a friend. And Josh. Okay, and then obviously the people at the comic shop. So, okay.
Albion71, new to the channel. Well, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that subscribe button for sure. And if you hit the little bell next to that, it'll notify you when we drop new content and when we do live streams. We do this live stream once a week. Sometimes we do it on Friday nights, but for the most part, it's a Saturday night live stream at 9:35 Eastern Standard Time. And the time stays the same, whether it's on a Friday or Saturday. But for the most part, we do it on Saturdays every week. So,
and if you follow us on Instagram, that's another good way because we always post it to Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely. Follow us on Instagram. We post everything we're going to do on there as well.
So it's a great time. Normally, most times we do a top 10. We haven't done one in like a month and a half. And generally, Dustin and I will get each other riled up and get Dustin pretty angry. So, but thanks for joining the channel, man.
Absolutely. We appreciate that.
But
guys, oh, I'm frozen. Oh, there we go. Hope everybody enjoyed the live stream. We had a good time hanging out. Make sure you guys are keeping an eye out for the content all week. And it sounds like me and Nick might be together next weekend. So y'all know that's always fun. Maybe we're going to get to go do a little comic hunting. I found a little off the wall spot that had a sign, like a cardboard sign on their windows that 40,000 comic books inside. So I don't know. Maybe we can get some content together next weekend, but hope everybody.
And there's a new comic shop that popped up too. Like between here and Atlanta. It's just outside of Fort Payne, I think is what it was.
Okay.
And we saw it last time we came down, and it's weird. We didn't have a chance to stop, but I don't know why that's relevant.
Okay.
I guess I just haven't told you.
Right on. And also next Sunday, I'm going to try to get the Shellheads back together. So we may do a live stream next Sunday.
The Diamond Dogs.
Do some turtle talk. And I do have my Whatnot sale tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. I got a short box full of books. The preview's up. You can go in there and look at everything that's going to be available as well. So, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the work week. We'll see you right back here next weekend.
And as always, you're the best part of Two Brothers Comics. Finger guns. Collect your way.